Hey everybody, guess what? We are back. This is African Frame Podcast. I'm not alone as usual. I'm with my co-host, Rob Sibeko, a writer, director, screenwriter, world builder, all those nice, great things. He also has books out, 4 books to be exact. I'll leave links in the description below. Do check those out. And I do have Zanozuko. He's back, the Fire Lord himself, looking all cool. And
All the
then
way
we
in
have
Kimberly, what up?
we
That's
have
why I'm on my
Buckmeister.
phone.
Oh, you're from
That's why you're looking down. You're filming from the hole in the ground. You're filming from the hole.
And then we have Buckmeister Cool from Meister Geek Media and Buckmeister Cool Reacts, a manga author, a comic book writer, an artist, a podcaster, cool guy overall. Yeah, so guys, we're gonna be doing the new Metro segment. So we're gonna be covering films that are gonna be coming out in September 2024. So I hope you guys are gonna be excited. We're gonna give our thoughts on the trailers that we've seen. We're gonna give our thoughts on box office predictions, and we're gonna be talking about whether we like the films or not, the cast and all that. But before we do that, we just want to talk about the previous films that we made box office predictions for in the month of August. So I believe Rob has a list over there, and then I will give the actual numbers that
Alrighty.
those films received.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you. Okay, we're gonna go from the top, and that is Deadpool vs. Wolverine. Our
Yeah.
guesses were between. Okay, for me it was between 1 billion and 1.2 billion, and I believe for everyone else, okay, I don't have names here. Shame it. Okay, for this one I don't have names, but I think other people guessed 500 million, but I think most people guessed 1.2 billion. I forgot.
All
to
right. So how much was yours again?
It was 1 to 1.2.
Yeah, I think we all kind of guessed for that
Yeah,
1
I would
billion
say
All
range.
so.
right. Here's the reveal.
Ow, he's even sharing the screen.
Yeah. So Deadpool and Wolverine made 1.266 billion.
We were all
Wait,
right.
wait.
Whoa.
1 billion, 1 billion, I guess it's 1,266 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Listen carefully.
It is 1 billion
So Black Panther 1
266.
still made more.
What?
No, I was
Yes,
saying there's an article floating
because
around. There was an article floating around that Deadpool and Wolverine was gonna unseat Black Panther as the highest grossing solo film. Deadpool and Wolverine, which first off, that's misleading because it's not a solo film. It is the
Yeah.
very opposite of a
But I
solo
think it's
film.
it's
But
probably
anyway.
the highest X-rated film, is it not?
Yes, that is true. It is.
R-rated,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
R-rated.
yes.
it unseated itself, ne? No, it unseated the Joker. Yes.
Yeah, unseated the Joker. But the Joker 2 is coming out, so we'll see how that
But who
goes.
cares?
Yeah. So I guess we were all right to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I said 1 point. Yeah, I said 1 to 1.2 somewhere there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right, cool.
I'm actually shocked it didn't make more, but I guess like the nostalgia kind
It's the
of
first
like
month. It's
uh
the first
Yeah,
month.
and also, people are spoiling certain scenes nowadays. So
Yeah.
yeah,
it's
I'm saying, but
like-
like word of mouth is traveling. There's also a lot of spoilers. I don't know if it'll be able to make it past that 1.2 mark because also
they
people are
were
saying like their
everywhere.
story, like people also are saying like the story is like all right. Like they feel like it's like a reason, like they feel like the story is kind of just a reason for everybody to show up. It's not a reason for like Deadpool and Wolverine to kind of go on this trip or whatever the case is.
Yeah. I don't
That's
think
the
it's gonna age
criticism that I
well.
keep hearing.
It's not a movie
Yeah,
that
it
you're gonna be
wasn't
watching 10 years from now.
I was forced to watch it and was a lot of action and
Forced to watch it. Who held you at gunpoint?
His
yeah,
wife.
dog. I have a child.
Oh.
Why
Oh.
is your child watching this? I'm so confused.
No, he's a teenager.
Oh,
No, he's
okay.
16.
Oh, okay.
My dad
Yeah.
would never.
No, but I actually checked. It was more action violence than titties and stuff. So that's
Yeah.
why I allowed him to watch it.
I mean, there was some
Oh.
brilliant action. I mean, you
Okay.
guys may
Yeah.
not have had fun, but I had fun. with
Well,
that
my dad
action.
would never in general. He hates
Yeah.
like comic book stuff in general. He would never. So
Okay, cool. Let's go
So
to the next one.
Alrighty. Cool. And then number 2 is The Crow. Okay, we've got
Alright.
Kutso for 45. We've got I'm R, which means the rest of us gets 175.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna be shocked at the reveal. Alright, let's go.
All right, let's see.
Boom!
18.
18.3
Wow.
million.
What? I know I didn't say a high
Oh.
number. I thought it was gonna make like Boma 30 or something, and I was just basing it on
Nostalgia.
Oh.
nostalgia and fans
I
and fans
remember.
of the
I remember you
and
guys
fans of the actor.
were really hoping for the best with this film, but I was like, hell to the
Oh
no.
no. Even in my notes it
No,
says
no.
here, feels
Remember,
cheap.
we all agreed it was gonna be
Yeah.
bad. And
Yes.
then the only reason I gave it, me and Rob gave it a good number was I know Rob gave it for nostalgia,
Yes.
and I gave it because I thought FKA Twigs fan would come out,
Right.
and
Mm.
and I think I pushed it like I know it was like between 20 and 30 mil. I know I didn't give it a high number,
Mm.
but that was the only reason I thought nostalgia and the fans of the actress might come out for it. But I
They
didn't.
did
18
not.
is.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
They
so
did
funny.
not.
Who
Yeah.
was closest, Rob?
Or maybe that was
Sure,
just them.
sure.
Maybe it was just the actress's friends. That's why it got to
Yes.
18. Otherwise, it wouldn't have made it that far.
Yeah,
But I
apparently.
mean, it's still the first month, so maybe it might do something.
No,
I don't
dude,
know.
it's flopped.
Nah,
It's
it's dead in the
flopped.
water
No,
at this
it's
point.
flopped.
Because
Yeah.
apparently it's for no one. Okay, from what I'm hearing from reviews is the main character is basically like, because you have to remember something. The crow, OG crow is like a gothic badass. In
Yeah.
this one, apparently there's a lot of a lot of reviewers are like, why is he crying so much? And apparently, do you know what I mean? People
Oh,
are
so it's
like,
like an emo kid.
That's
basically,
what they
yeah.
did with him.
So they made him soft, and they made it more about her. So yeah, a lot of people are saying you took the crow and you went the other way with it. So
So they made
Yeah,
him
you
a
can't
side
make
character
Crow a
in his own
secondary
story.
character in his
basically,
own
yeah,
movie.
Oh, kind of like Mad Max Fury Road.
basically.
It's
But instead of like, yeah, he's like a messenger boy. If that's what everyone is saying. So you still see a lot of him, but it's not really about him, if you know what I mean.
I get you.
Asan.
So
Oh well.
But I think
yeah.
even Ibile, I think that's also kind of what hurt Mad Max, kind of, sort of. I mean, because people were like leaving that talking about Furiosa, and it's just
Mm.
like, well, it's not called Furiosa. You need Max
Yeah.
there.
So
Yeah.
much so
So
that they even made a prequel. I mean, there were talks about a prequel just because of Charlize Theron's performance. People are like, we need a solo Furiosa film. That's how
Okay.
but I
bad
mean,
it was.
also like, yeah, I don't know if like they waited too long, and I still don't know if it would have,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
I think it's both. Number one, they waited too long, 100%. And number two, just because the critics were excited doesn't mean that the
The
fan
audience
base.
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. But I
But
mean,
yeah.
look, to be honest, Charlize Theron gave a great performance in
Oh
that
yeah,
film.
of course.
No, I mean nobody's doubting that, but I think
Yeah.
also just sometimes as a director, when you're taking on an IP, you need to make sure that you put the main character focused front and center. He's got to
100%.
be, he's at least got to be compelling that he's not competing with too many side characters in his own story. Because once that happens, you start losing fans. Like that's what I think killed Crow, is
Yeah.
that people wanted to go see the Crow, and now they're seeing this guy who's not the Crow, and it's just
Yeah.
like Ibile, yeah, you're the center of the, but you don't feel like the center. So now what am I here for?
Yeah.
It got
That's
so
true.
bad that the softness of for Mad Max, people basically, because I'm sure you guys have heard of that Mad Max theory of that it's not actually Mad Max. It's actually
Oh yeah,
it's the boy from the last Mad Max movie, because in the last Mad Max movie he doesn't have the car when he leaves. The boy has the car basically. So how
so
can it be
people are
Mad
trying
Max?
to, so people are trying to theorize that it's not a reboot, it's like a
It's a
continuation,
sequel.
it's a
Yes,
sequel.
Wait, so they're saying Tom Hardy's not Mad Max?
exactly. Tom Hardy is the boy from the last Mad Max movie. It's not
And that's
actually.
not good for the Max brand. It's
It's
not
not.
good.
It's not.
Because if they make another one now and they try to bring Max back, people are already going to feel like it's a Furiosa story, not
Yeah.
Max's story. And that just makes the brand confusing. It's like focusing on Q when you're supposed to be focusing on James Bond.
Yeah. 100%.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
Cool. Okay. Yeah, we said not. Okay. It ends with us.
All right. So this is the movie that became controversial after we
Hey,
recorded.
Chief.
Now, based on the book sales and stuff like that, I had the highest guess of 350 million.
Mhm.
And then the rest of you guys had shared 250. And the
All right.
results?
So let us look at the results.
Drum roll.
We need the soundboard, guys. We need that soundboard, like the thing where you press the button and it makes a sound. We need that.
Yep.
Oh, you guys are
285.
286.5
Oh.
million. So we're closer, right?
Yeah, you guys are
No,
close.
I would say Rob. Oh, you said 350, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we
so
said about
we
250. Yeah.
Yep.
so we're closer for now, but it could probably get to that
Change.
350 mark at the end.
Yeah.
Because
But it
what was
did
the-
very well, eh? For a budget of 25 million.
Yeah.
No,
I
yeah,
told you
killed.
guys. I told you guys. I said, no, you guys don't understand the book sales.
But do you think it's the controversy as well?
Nah, I don't think.
No,
that's
I
No,
think
it.
it's
I
the book
think
sales.
I think it's the book sales. The controversy probably knocked off another 50 mil off it.
Yes, I agree. I
Yeah.
think
If
it
anything, the
was
controversy knocked
yes.
another 50, 80
Right.
mil off it. I think if
Yes.
it wasn't for the controversy, and if people like they saw like these people know what they're talking about and they understand the story, I guarantee you it probably would have gone above Rob's prediction. Because
Yeah.
if it did this well, when people were already saying like this person doesn't even know what the story is about, and she's produced it and she's the actress in it, what's going on? And it did that well.
Shout out to
So
Justin Baldoni, because I think for him to be, I mean, he took it seriously, and for this movie to do so well, that's amazing.
He also made himself the bad guy, which I didn't see that coming. So
Dog.
Yeah. By the way, I was at Exclusive Books a few days ago, and I saw that I mean, I know books tend to do this, but guess what they did? They made the cover, the film cover, the cover of the book.
I
So
saw
they're
that.
they're
Yeah.
reprinting it, and then they use Blake Lively's face as
no,
the.
I mean like
hey man,
one
that's
thing that
cashing
I
in.
saw, because I love the Jason Bourne books. I used to read those a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
And those got reprinted like all the time, and they kept on showing what's
Matt
his
Damon.
face, Matt Damon's face,
Yeah.
and that's like, and the books are nothing like the movies at all.
Exactly. Because I know the same thing happened with Accidental Billionaires by Ben something. It's based
That's one
on The Social
series.
Network.
Yeah, that's
The
one
Social Network.
series. That's one series where the books are better than the movies. Like, if you like the movies, you should definitely read the books. They kill the movies. But anyway,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that Social Network film, you just see Jesse Eisenberg there. You're like, oh, so yeah, they're basically trying to sell you this thing, but
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
it works. Anyway,
Yeah.
what's next, Rob?
Okay, then we got Blink Twice, the Channing Tatum one that's done by Zoe Kravitz, directed by Zoe Kravitz. That's the one I was interested in.
Yeah.
I've got 80 million. And then Zuko's got 60 million. Kutso has got, okay, I think that's an 80 as well. Yeah, Kutso. Okay, I think most of us have 80 million. Buckmeister also got 80 million.
Okay, guys, you're gonna be surprised, I guess.
Uh-oh.
31.4 million.
Ah, that's painful. Oof, that's painful.
Ooh.
ooh, bomb.
Ooh.
What's the IMDb? I heard some positive reviews about this.
I don't know, maybe it's still too early.
Maybe, yeah, but I don't know. At
But
this
still,
point, it's been a
yeah.
month, dog. Like,
Exactly.
it's not a Marvel movie where people can be like, oh, I can watch this and go back and see Wesley
Yes.
Snipes
Yeah,
again
Yes.
that's
or
true.
whatever.
But
And
also,
also, it's just like, I don't know, Channing Tatum as a weird billionaire, it's a hard sell. He's been so
Also-
many frat boys, he's been so many strippers, he's been
Yeah.
a dancer,
like,
a
Yeah.
soldier.
like
It's
if you're
like-
trying to sell this guy as a weird eccentric billionaire, it's very difficult. Like,
It's
if
out
he
of
was
brand.
doing extreme sports, or like if he was doing like a crazy like a skateboarding course or something of that nature, I'd buy it more.
You actually just make me realize that Channing Tatum would be the perfect person to be in a Fast and Furious movie, not these other things. The way you're explaining him.
He'd do well in the. It's unfortunate,
Well, he'd
but
act
like
he'd act a lot of the people into the ground, because he's able to do that quirky, like, it's stupid, but we're having a good time. He sells that pretty well. I'm not saying he's above drama and comedy. He's kind of good at that stuff. I'm just saying that for the type of movie that Blink Twice was supposed to be, he's supposed to be a dude that like he's supposed to be charming and bring you in, but he's also supposed to feel like weird and off-putting. And like Channing Tatum is not weird and off-putting.
Yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
much an open book. I saw these sort of like variety type of things, or I forgot the GOAT something where they show two people holding cards and they'll ask questions like, who do you think is the GOAT basketball player? So it was
Yeah.
him and Zoe Kravitz. And Zoe was like, GOAT movie role. And she's like, not even Blink Twice. He's like, no, Blink Twice was not my my best role. I'm like, dog, this movie just came out now. And you're gonna say that Blink Twice is not your favorite role?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Or
bad
your
well,
PR.
best or your best role rather.
Even if he was lying, like, and he said this one just for the PR, it would have.
Exactly.
Would have come
yeah,
out
I
fake.
guess so. But maybe also it's just because he's trying to do that playful banter and women will be like, oh, I'm gonna go see this movie to spite Channing Tatum because he's not
Ah,
believing in his wife's dreams or whatever, because they're
Hmm.
engaged or whatever the case is. Maybe that's what they were doing. They were kind of doing like like how Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds were roasting each other for
Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
it's
that
something
works
like
for them
that.
because of already just Reynolds' personality that makes that okay. But for this one, I don't know.
No, I feel
I
you. I
understand what
feel you.
it was trying to do, but I don't think
No, I feel you.
it
It's like it was not the yeah. This one was not the
Yeah.
mm,
I think you guys
Look,
got.
uh,
I'm not sure if it's variety, but it's one of those things like lead, eyebrow,
yes,
something.
I saw a clip of it on YouTube. I don't know what
Yeah.
it was. I can't remember, but I see what you're talking about.
Yes, because there's
Like,
thousands of these things. It's hard to keep
yeah,
up.
those little couple things where they like disagree and disagree and things like that.
Yeah, something like that, but slightly different. Because I know Martin and Will Smith also did it. But anyway, what
Mm.
else do we have? Wait, so who's closest?
none of
I
us.
am because I
Oh
said
yeah.
60.
You
Oh
said
yeah.
60. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
But
You see,
even yours is a whole 30
But I'm
million.
still like I'm still like I'm like what? Because I said 60, they made 31, so I'm still like oh
you doubled.
just above 50%.
All right. What's next,
I
Rob?
really believed
Yo.
in Channing Tatum.
No, but
Well.
remember I did say Channing Tatum has one of those hit and miss at the box office. Like
Yeah.
his one movie will make 200 million, and then his next movie will make 10 million. He's got a
Actually,
very hit and miss record,
Yeah, like
which is
everybody loves him as
unfortunate because I
Gambit
think he's
now.
talented, but
Everybody loves
I,
him as Gambit, but this one is not doing so well. So
yeah, if
mm,
you look at this list of movies, his list of movies is actually not that good right now. I didn't even know Magic Mike's Last Dance came out.
yeah,
It's
with
only
Salma Hayek,
four
didn't it
roles.
come out
well,
Yeah,
last year?
look, I just watched it because Salma Hayek was there, but I fell asleep.
yeah.
I've never finished it. I think I watched the first 10 minutes or 20 minutes.
Right now,
Yeah.
if you look at his entire thing, if you exclude mini roles like Deadpool and Wolverine, and Bullet Train, he's rocking fives and sixes in his entire IMDb right now. It's pure
Oh,
Mm,
garbage.
and also Bullet Train was that whole thing where Sandra Bullock asked Brad Pitt to make a cameo in that movie that she made with Channing Tatum, and well, then they would feature in Brad Pitt's movie Bullet Train because they also have cameos in that movie. So it was like an exchange of sorts.
Hmm. Which
Yeah,
happens, yeah. But yeah, it looks like
mm.
he has a pretty bad record right now. He's kind of flopping all over the place.
that's crazy.
I think also he never stuck to a lane. Like he started with
Yeah,
dancing and then he went to action and then in between he like
and then he did rom-coms.
and then he did and then he did that romance
I
one
think if
with
he stuck with action and rom-com, he would have killed.
Yeah,
yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't have a lane.
yeah.
Like he's everywhere. He's doing you can't do everything. As
Because
much as
you're right.
I
He
think
started.
he
He
can
started.
do it. He's
Mhm.
got the talent for it, but people need to associate you with something. You have to have a brand and then
Yeah,
you can start doing anything.
you're right. Because I remember, so while he was doing the rom-com stuff, he was also doing drama. He was doing like Coach Carter and
Mm.
all these other things. So
See if you'd stuck to those, if you stuck to like dance, romance,
Comedy,
he would
because he
have
also
been
did
killing
like
it.
21, 22 Jump Street, This Is the End, that kind of stuff.
Nah,
And
you see that-
Foxcatcher. If he'd stayed with Foxcatcher, he'd be an Oscar-winning performer right now. That's the one he should have stayed with.
But you see, if he followed what Jonah Hill was doing, because remember, Jonah Hill would do comedy, he would do like Super Bad, right? And then he would do Wolf
Okay, I
of
think
Wall
we've been
Street.
talking about Tatum for too long. We got other movies, gents.
Yeah.
Okay. As you
Kai.
can see, Buckmeister has a lot of love for Tatum. I'm just kidding.
What do we have next, Rob?
He gonna make a name for himself.
That boy good. That boy
Tres-
good.
Tres, cuatro, cinco. Okay, here we go. Alien Romulus.
All right.
The Miso has 240. Zuko has 140. Buckmeister shares 240 with me, and Kutso shared 140 with Zuko.
Oh,
No,
split down the middle.
Congratulations to you and Rob, to Buckmaster and Rob, because boom.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
289.
And I
Yeah.
thought so.
This one I don't mind being wrong on because
Yeah.
I love the franchise. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Same here.
Now that what's his face got his fingers, I think what's his face has become stale. So now that his fingers are off of it, it's making money again. Good.
Who's that?
Ridley Scott. He needs
Ah.
to reduce his grip, which is such a shame.
Yeah, I mean the fact
Same.
that he's doing Gladiator too, I don't get it. Like, didn't he do Napoleon?
Yep, that disaster that was Napoleon. Yes.
And he did Gods and Kings, and that didn't work out as well. Moses.
Yep.
hey dog, that was
That was a
like
long time
visually,
ago.
that was beautiful, but like everything else, I don't know. But in
Did
this
he
short,
do Blade Runner for 2049?
No, that was my one of my top 5 directors, Denis Villeneuve.
Oh, Mr. Dune.
Mr. Dune.
All right, let's go. What's the next one?
All right, jumping straight to the next one. That is Trapped. I had
All right.
95.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
Zuko had 50.
Yeah.
Buckmeister had 30.
I think I gave it too much
and
credit.
Kutsu at 50. Yeah, it's very mixed. The results.
What
seem to be very
was
mixed.
yours?
I've got 95.
Ah.
The premise was good to me, so I had high hopes.
All right, so it made 76.6 million at the box office. I
Whoa.
guess Rob is the
Rob was
closest.
the closest.
Hey,
Yeah.
it did better than I thought. The reviews I saw online.
Hey, dog, that premise is fire, man. I told you that premise.
Well, the thing is, when people, I don't know, like, it's just that when I hear everything, it's like the biggest compliment I hear is that the performances are great, but the story is nonsense.
Oh, dude, you got to hear about the story. Apparently, this is what I've heard. Okay, so basically, the reason they say the performances are great is because when they're in the concert hall, everyone is like, for the first half of the story, this is great. But then the excuses for them to stay in the concert hall to get sillier and sillier. So people start to like it less and less. And then they leave the concert. And that's when the movie just falls off the rails. And it turns out this movie is a concert. They were like, yeah. No, this is for M. Night's daughter, not for
I've heard such comments that it's just
Yeah,
about
that-
Knight's daughter.
Yeah.
But
So,
They were
I mean,
like,
usually there's like studio interference, right? When it comes to certain drafts.
yeah.
Like for instance with Josh Trank when he was doing the Fantastic Four or for
Oh, yes.
Fantastic.
Yes,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, how he had a draft, but then the studios came in and they tried to change it and to try to get someone else in and all of that. So it could have been the case, or
I
M.
doubt
Night-
that
M. Night just
because
got a
M. Knight's
creative
daughter,
block.
M. Knight's daughter ain't Taylor Swift. Like,
Exactly.
it's not.
There's
They're not. They wouldn't be trying to like. Because like Taylor Swift to me average as hell. Like I'm Swifties. I'm sure you don't care, but anyway,
Yeah.
to me average as hell performance. She's fine, but like she's famous.
Yeah.
Like, so if she was in a movie, you can see the executives going, we need to get the Swifties in here. We need that Swifty money. Get Swifty.
Right, let's get the M. Night Shyamalan
that
50s
concert
here.
had
No
been a
one said
Taylor
that.
Swift concert.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, if that concert actually had been that they were
Taylor
going to was a
Swift one.
Taylor Swift concert and it
Mhm.
was actually Taylor Swift in there,
Yeah.
even if all she did was just be on the stage, that movie would have made 300 mil easy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
In the first week, it would have probably made 500 mil just because of the Swifties.
So I think this exactly. So I think this was M. Night being given control. Do your thing, buddy. And this is what he did.
Sounds Zack Snyder-ish, but
Yes, yes, exactly.
Because like the
Oh,
thing is like
Mr. Extra
as they
Cut.
try to as the guy tries to escape, it's just like everybody else around him gets dumber and dumber. And I'm like, yeah, that would be very frustrating to watch.
if I was M. Night, I'll be like, there are these two guys that did this other thing, a cat and mouse thing in Japan. It's an anime called Death Note. Maybe I should call them to help me out with this thing.
No, because the
Or
Japanese
just
are best
watch
at
it so that you could just get some ideas.
Exactly.
Because I think
And
that's one of the
what
things that
Tarantino
movie
does
was
is skill.
missing. I think it was just missing like an opposing force. Like as
Yeah.
much as we're following this serial killer, I think if there was like a guy who was like an opposing force to the serial killer, I
Yeah.
think that would have maybe amped up the interest. But yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
so the conflict was more in your mind than there wasn't
not
an
even in your
actual.
Well, I mean,
mind. You're
those
Just one-sided.
not even in your mind. It's just that you're following this guy that you know is a serial killer, and basically you're supposed to invest in his escape. And then they also said that the ending of the movie was hella stupid.
I mean,
But anyway,
yeah, that premise works, guys. I mean, the Japanese, actually, funny enough, I discovered, of my film lovers, I used to think it was Japanese that like perfected that art of like the locked in a room type stuff. But in actual fact, the OG person is Hitchcock. You guys know Alfred Hitchcock. He used to
Yeah.
do
Mhm.
these kinds of premises where like you're locked in a room, you got to figure your way out type stuff. His old stuff was that kind of thing. Then the Japanese kind of took over because Americans weren't doing that anymore. You can watch some videos about Tarantino where he's like, we don't do story anymore. We just do character stuff. That's Tarantino talking about a lot of American movies nowadays. So M. Night Shyamalan, it's almost like he's bringing it back, and then he fails. So it's, you know, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it just
I
seems like
know.
he needs someone else to. He needs like a Robin in his creative thing to help him out and say, no, no, Batman. I mean, M. Night. Let's not.
yeah, George
You know?
Lucas's wife. Yes, you need like
Yes. Yeah.
yes.
But
wait,
anyway,
they're married
what's
again.
next?
No, his ex-wife. My bad.
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
think they
ex-wife.
are, or they're together again. Something is happening. But anyway,
Possible. I actually don't know. And then the final one, ladies and gentlemen, is Borderlands.
All right. So, what, how much did we, what were our
Let's just say
Bombinglands,
we were all very generous. We were all
Bombinglands.
ridiculously
Yes,
generous.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're generous because we thought just on it would float on high,
Oh yeah, we did on hype alone.
and we thought time people
That
realized
was my mistake. That
by the
I'm
time
an
people
idiot.
realized the story was whack, it would have already
Yep.
made some money.
Yep. Okay,
For
good
me,
choice.
it was only Kate Blanchett that made me think it would make so much money. No
Ah,
one else.
it was dead on arrival
Mm-mm.
for me,
yeah, she
dog.
looked
I was
old.
like,
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, but
like
anyway,
she's fine, but like the character she's playing is a very, very young woman.
yes.
So for them to cast Kate Blanchett, it was just like, okay.
Yeah, what's wrong with
You might have been better casting off like a Margot Robbie if you needed a name.
Mhm.
Right. But I don't think she's
Oh no, that's
yeah, I don't think they can afford her anymore after Barbie.
exactly. That's 50 million per movie right there, man.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, cool. So Kutso and Buckmeister and Zuko, all of you guys share 200 million. Lol.
Oh God.
But it gets worse.
We
I'm
were
the
very
dumbest one
hopeful.
by far because I've got 450 million.
Oh
Whoa.
Lord.
Yeah. Hey, I like
All right.
the game, guys.
So-
we had hope. Sheesh.
Yo,
So
yeah,
here
We
are
were
the
very.
numbers,
I
guys.
thought we were hopeful.
Wing.
31.2 million.
Yo. On 120 million. Yo.
Dude, and
You
to
haven't
make it
even made your
worse-
budget back, dog.
To make
You
it
haven't even
worse,
made
this
your-
thing was released in the Chinese theater on the 6th of August. And usually when they release these movies at the Chinese theater, they have great numbers.
Yeah, that's where they make their money first. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, population-wise, China is
And also China doesn't really care. Like they just watch whatever. So
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's not offensive to them or their culture, then they do.
Exactly.
Well,
Maybe this was.
yeah,
Jeez.
guys, there you go. Those are our predictions. Some wins, some losses. Sometimes
Some
So,
big
um,
losses. Woo.
We took
wait,
some
so
L's there,
Borderlands
guys.
did the same as thingy
Blink Twice.
as Blink Twice. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
No, but I think the budget for Blink Twice was a bit lower, was it not?
Yes, like
It
25.
was it was way lower.
I mean, it didn't make its budget back either. No, I mean
It
it
didn't
did.
even make its marketing budget.
No, but I'm saying Blink Twice did it was like 20 million for the budget and it made 31. So yeah, they
Yeah, that's
didn't they
that's
did they
not
didn't
bad.
they didn't break even.
Yeah, because
This one is horrible.
No, this one is a loss and a half. That's a bomb.
That's a beating.
Yo,
Yo, that is
Yeah.
a nuclear. That's a Shinra Tensei.
But isn't La
Hey,
Crow is
dog.
also horrible as well, though.
Yep.
But I'm saying it's worse for Borderlands because one, it's a bigger IP, and two, like that budget is like 120. Like you only spend
Yeah.
that type of money when you're thinking you're going to be hitting 500, 600, somewhere there.
100%.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so now it's time for our next segment, the new Metro releases for September 2024. So
I'm
Rob will
not gonna
give us.
lie, just off the bat, I'm loving these selections.
All right, so Rob will give us the list, and then we'll go according to the list. Rob,
Alright.
what do you have as the
I'll go
first one?
by- Okay. Let me get my paperwork because apparently this is an office job now.
We're gonna be doing KPIs soon, buddy.
Dog.
I want my
Yes,
UIF, Chief. I want my UIF.
exactly. I've sent you my text number. I've sent you my text number.
100%, guys. Okay, here we go. Number
Alright.
1 is Beetlejuice.
All right.
Okay.
Beetlejuice, the sequel to
Beetlejuice.
the
classic.
original one that came out in the 80s. Winona Ryder is back, and Michael Keaton is also back. It has Jenna Ortega in it. It also has Willem Dafoe, Monica Bellucci in it
Oh,
as
she looks
well.
magnificent.
She always looks magnificent, bro.
Oh my soul.
And screenplay is by Alfred Go and Miles Miller. These are the guys that also developed Smallville. And then there's another person called Seth Graham Smith. I don't know who that is. Music by Danny Elfman. I think you guys are familiar with Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
Directed by Tim Burton, Batman 1989, Beetlejuice, Alice in Wonderland, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Anything with Johnny Weird is super weird. That's Tim Burton.
Yeah. Yep.
Hope's Bride. Was he also Scissorhands?
OG,
Yep,
yeah. Scissorhand,
yep,
Batman, Sweeney Todd.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Did he do the
Alice
Lone
in
Ranger?
Wonderland.
He did
Say
the
again?
Lone Ranger, right? Did he do the Lone Ranger?
Oh, I think that's just what's his face? Johnny Depp. I don't think that's actually him. But it's Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
he did Wednesday. He did Wednesday as well.
Yes. Wednesday was
Did he
him.
do
That's his
Wednesday?
first TV
Oh.
series. Yeah, that's
That's why Jenna Ortega is in this one. Clearly,
Sorry, just give me
probably
a
loved her
second.
performance that
I'm
much.
gonna be back just now.
in
Okay.
fact, when I saw the opening of the trailer, I was like, is this Wednesday all over again? What's happening?
Okay, thoughts on the trailer? Let's start with you, Zooks.
I loved it. It was a typical how a teenager doesn't listen to the mom and they bring the drama back. Michael Keaton looked fun. Winona Ryder. I didn't see enough of Jenna Ortega to know what she does in the story, but in the trailer, but Winona Ryder,
Yeah.
Winona Ryder and Michael Keaton looked good.
Mhm.
Keaton was killing it as Beetlejuice as usual. I really don't have from the trailer. I have no criticism. It looked interesting. It made me want to watch it, and not just for even if I didn't know Beetlejuice because it wasn't
Yeah.
harking back to the previous stuff too much. It was pushing the current storyline properly. So it
Yeah.
wasn't drawing me in via nostalgia. It was drawing me in of the current story. So I liked it, and it looks like it's gonna be fun.
Awesome, man. How much do you think it's gonna make at the box office?
Bro, with Jenna Ortega's Rising Star, the nostalgia. When you realize the nostalgia is you will get a nostalgia hit and a fix.
Mm-hmm.
It should make more than 200 mil.
Okay. No. That's an interesting take, man. Rob, what are your thoughts?
Okay, I think we should add a rule. From now on, you have to say plus or minus. So Zuko, I'm gonna mark you as plus 200 mil.
Yes.
So if it's under 200 mil, you lose.
Okay.
I think that's a
Alright.
fair addition, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I guess you're gonna have to repeat that to Buckmeister when he comes back.
All right, cool.
I'm here. I
Welcome
okay.
back, buddy. Okay, so we're doing me. Okay, number one, I actually agree. This trailer looked absolutely fascinating, even from a beginner's point of view. I
Mhm.
did feel like if you don't know a lot of the references, I feel like you might get lost a little bit. But apparently, if Zuko doesn't know the old movies, but he still felt like he was following well, then okay, cool. Then it did its job perfectly. Then cinematography wise, it looked amazing. CGI wise and makeup wise, it looked amazing. It came together so nicely. I'm really happy with this trailer. Just a little information: the last trailer, the latest one, had approximately 22 million views. So there's good marketing behind this movie and there's good energy behind this movie. So I'm going to give it a solid 400 million. Actually, no, plus
Alright.
300. Plus 300 million.
plus.
Plus 300.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Buckmeister?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard infamous, like the movie's pretty infamous. Beetlejuice. So many rappers reference this guy, so there's probably something going on there. As for the trailer itself, some of the CG looked a little bit wonky to me. William Dafoe looks like he's doing Green Goblin again, but I guess that's always fun for people anyway. Yeah, there's Jenna Ortega. So I think the only thing where I was kind of like, don't know about this is when they were talking about that whole don't say his name 3 times, and like she just keeps saying it, and I'm like, I feel like if you were living in this weird house with this weird woman and she was telling you the story about Beetlejuice, like you wouldn't test that theory. But that's just me anyway.
I feel
Uh,
I feel that's why she did it, because she's a silent teen. I just thought
uh
she was just a silent.
Oh,
You know how
Kunze, when
teens
you
be
have
doing
a you
things
have a
for.
teenager anyway, so you would
Yeah,
Yeah.
know
that's.
better.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, it looked. I think out of all the trailers today, I think this is the best
Mm-hmm.
trailer. I think this is the best trailer. I think it does the most. And like Michael Keaton, because he's still in the public consciousness of Batman and all of that stuff, and like he was hot in the Spider-Man movies or whatever, and people are remembering all of that. Yeah, I think maybe I'm sitting with Rob, where we plus 300 for this.
Okay.
It was
Cool.
not a bad trailer.
I just want to add on to that. I just want to say, Michael Keaton, there are some roles, like in Batman, in the Flash Batman, even in the trailer, it looked like he was phoning it in. Do you know what I mean? This one, it looks like he's got energy. I 100% agree
Yeah.
with what he's saying. I'm with you,
Yeah.
man. Anyway, yeah, sorry, Kutsu.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say the same thing. So basically, what I gathered from Winona Ryder and Michael Keaton is, I mean, they've played these characters before, so they're extremely comfortable in their roles. And I guess it's also because they've worked with Tim Burton before, especially Michael Keaton. I mean, Michael Keaton has worked with Tim Burton, I think 4 times, if I'm not mistaken. The two
And
Batman films and Beetlejuice.
wonderful.
I don't know
Yeah, the
what
two
else,
Batman
but
films
yeah,
that are
this is gonna
nothing
be the
like
first time.
Batman.
Yo,
Yeah,
don't do it.
It's Tim Burton, bro.
yeah.
Tim Burton is nothing like anyone.
I don't think most okay, but anyway, no, and let's not tangent. But going back to this, I like the fact that they included other characters. It seems like Jenna Ortega's shtick is horror. I mean, she was in Scream and she was in Wednesday, and she seems to be getting a lot of raves about when she's doing that kind of stuff. It really works for her. So seems like this is gonna do well. I don't think it's gonna make around 4. I think it's probably gonna make around 7 to 8. So I would say 7 plus, 700 million plus.
See
Whoa.
that coming.
I think
Nice.
you really believe in the Beetlejuice brand. I don't know about that.
I think
700.
parents are gonna take their kids to this and say, check
Yeah, it
this
looked
out.
very kid friendly. I'm with you, bro.
And
I like it.
also,
Was the original one kid
well,
friendly?
No.
Sort of. Like, not, yeah,
a
I guess
bit.
not.
It's
I mean,
I mean,
This
it's,
was
it's,
whack
it's
as
kind of like
fuck.
Alice in Wonderland. It's kind of like
is it
Tim
kind of
Burton
like
stuff.
is it kind of like that Ghostbusters one thing where it's like supposed to be kid friendly, but they're doing a lot of stuff that's not kid friendly?
Yeah, you could say that because you have to remember something.
Yeah.
90s PG, sorry, 90s all
And
ages
80s.
was different.
Yeah.
Was different.
Gremlins. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Indiana Jones 1, where people
Yeah.
people are melting on screen, and they're like, yeah, kids can handle this.
Yeah. So that's why I think that's why the PG at that time really meant a lot. Like PG was like parents should really be present when these kids are watching these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, so we are sorted, right? We said
Mm.
everything that we could say about this.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, cool.
Actually, I just realized no. Change mine to 300 plus. I
All right.
change mine to 300 plus. I'm actually really like the more we talk about it, I'm really feeling this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here. The
It was-
only gripe that I have, but I get it. I think she Winona Ryder did mention it in the film, but I really hoped that Gina Davis would be here because Gina Davis was her mom in the first one.
Oh.
Anyway, what's the next one, Rob?
Alrighty, on to the next one. Ozzy, voice of the forest.
This is a long ass trailer, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
This was the movie.
All right, so
That
the
trailer
cast
was the
includes
movie.
Amanda
Yes.
Stenberg. Amanda Stenberg seems like she's everywhere nowadays. Maybe she has a great agent. Jimon Hansu is here. Donald Sutherland, R.I.P. He passed away recently, I think last month, if I'm not mistaken. There's
Oh.
Months ago.
RuPaul and Laura Den as well. It was directed by Tim Harper and music by Diane Warren.
Oh, Diane Warren. That's pretty cool.
Problem is, guys, the biggest trailer had 124K views. Not a million, not 124 million, 124,000. Some of them at
Wait,
2,000.
this is the one. This is the one that was produced by Leonardo DiCaprio. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
This thing, yeah, this looks dead in the water. And I wasn't a
Yeah,
fan
I
of it
think
myself.
this needs marketing. Otherwise, it's not gonna make it. It
Yeah.
looks
Straight to
it's a simple
Netflix.
story. There's
Right.
nothing
Yeah, it looks like
mind
looks like
blowing
a
about it or
Netflix. Yeah, it looks
anything,
like a
but it
Netflix
looks
film.
like a good story. It looks like a good, solid story. I think you will enjoy it if you watch it. However, if it doesn't get the promo it needs, it's not gonna make it because there's nothing. Like I said, there's nothing outstanding about it. It just looks
Mhm.
like it looks like a good wholesome movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems
But-
like it's for toddler. Like the same kids who watch Peppa Pig and stuff could be watching this, and Dora the
No,
Explorer.
I mean, I think they're trying to hit that Zootopia crowd. I think they're trying to get because it's a message movie about like the
Yeah.
environment and
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
and all of
Mm.
that stuff. So I think they're trying to play in that area where it's like, oh, this could appeal to adults and this could appeal to kids. Because like there's a couple of jokes in there where it's just like, oh, okay, this could pass for some adult like humor, kind of. But
Mhm.
I don't think they're hitting it. And yeah, it feels like it would be something on Netflix. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, it might be
No.
all right, but it's not I wouldn't put this in the theater.
An
Like,
influencer orangutan that can also speak. It's to humans. Is yeah. You're
Well,
right. I think
it's
it's
signing
straight to
to
streaming type.
humans.
Pardon?
it's
Oh,
signing, but they do
She's
have some
signing,
yeah, they're
and they
signing,
are
but they
signing
do have
chips.
but I'm saying they do have thingy. They do have like a point in the trailer where she does like either talk, whether it's like through a voice box or something, or
yes.
like
Yeah.
Like an
Oh,
AI
Like
yes,
voice
yes,
Congo.
yes.
thing.
and that was
Oh,
like all right.
Like in Congo, yeah.
yeah,
Um,
yes. But like I said, it looks like a wholesome movie. I would I if I saw it on Netflix, I'd probably watch it and I'd probably enjoy it. I'd I'd probably know what was gonna happen 20 minutes before it does, but I'd probably still say nice movie. But I wouldn't say like, oh my god, Ozzy was so awesome.
And it's 86 minutes long.
but
So
it
it's like it's that
looks
perfect
cheap.
time where by the time your concentration is about to like really now give out, it's finished.
Yeah.
Mm.
Rob?
Personally, I think it feels cheap. The frame rates looked a bit low for my liking.
Yeah.
I didn't like a lot of this, but the actual, like you guys said, I could totally see this working for kids, who enjoy like, isn't it like a Fast and there's like a Jurassic Park, cartoon on Netflix, I think. That's what this felt like. It felt like the
Mm.
Jurassic Park cartoon,
Okay.
3D cartoon. So I feel like that's the vibe they're going for. And if that's the vibe they're going for, sure. But in terms of it making money and people bringing their entire family over, hell no. So I'm going to say minus 30 million at the most. It will not make a penny more than 30 million at best.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Okay, Zuko, how much do you think it's gonna make?
I agree with Rob. It won't make more than
Yeah,
like
minus 30.
minus the like it'll be lucky if it makes 20 mil. Because
Yeah.
like I said, there's nothing outstanding about it.
Mm.
You know, there's nothing that goes like, whoa, okay, let me go check this out. It just feels like something you'd watch on ETV while you chilling, waiting for
Like
camp.
On a
Zootopia's
Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
like
Yeah, or
Zootopia's trailer, if I'm remembering it, it didn't really like kind of reveal the heavy plot twists and everything. But I think because it looked so good, I think that was kind of the thing that drew people in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this one
Disney.
doesn't have that.
Mm.
yeah,
Disney, when it
it
comes
just
to
looks nice.
animals and the quality of like the fur and like the eyes, the textures, basically, they're all out. So with these ones, it kind of looks like it was kind of like made in studio paint, but it's meant to look 3D, which is not type of thing, you know.
Mm.
But I think I agree with you guys. I would actually take it lower. I would say minus 25 million. I don't think it'll
Oh,
do
you
more than
cheating
25.
bastard. Minus 25. That's too close. I see the
I
sneakiness.
don't think it'll make more than 25.
I'm with you. Okay, no, that's good stuff. That's good. So, Bak, just to confirm, what's your number?
Minus 30.
All right.
Oh no, actually no. Let me go with Kuto on this. Minus 25. I
All right.
see exactly what he's saying.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
don't
That's
think you
fair.
will. I don't think you'll make it past that.
Yep.
I wish you could find a way of finding out how many theaters it's in. I wish there was a way we could look that up, because then that would really help us figure out how low these numbers are going to be.
If you are watching this and you work at New Metro or you work at Stay Kinnico or whatever, and you have that information, please do DM us. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So what do we have next, Rob?
All righty. The next one is The Forge.
The Forge.
This is a weird one.
Yeah, this is a Christian movie. So basically, you could tell by the lady. The lady's name is Priscilla Sher. She was in The War Room, which is one of the biggest Christian movies of recent years. And the old lady as well was in War Room. Like there's a famous clip of "You've done it, Lord. You've done it again, Lord. You've done it again." So I don't know if it's the same characters or if it's just
Probably
different
not.
characters,
Yeah.
because these are the people that gave you War Room, Courageous. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that director. I guess you could say he's like the Tyler Perry of Christian movies.
I was about to
And
say this feels like a slightly more competent Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Yes.
yes,
A very competent Tyler Perry.
yes.
But
Because
now,
his
Compared to
movies
Tyler Perry, he's
tend to be
extremely
slightly a
competent.
bit long, but he hits the right spots, the messages and everything. And it seems like he likes using the same actors as well.
yeah.
Mm.
Kind of
But
like Quentin Tarantino.
yeah, but these
So
movies
the
make money, I think.
They do.
yes, they do
They
make
do.
money because as a Christian, all you see all the time is booty, killing,
Yep.
Yeah.
you know, and people bashing Christianity. So when you see a Christian movie that's being positive,
Mm.
that's being progressive, that's highlighting, and it's wholesome as well,
Yeah.
you will go watch it because like you don't want to, as I'm sure, as especially the older you get, you don't want to be watching booties all the time, you don't want to be watching fighting all the time.
True, but you
Right.
still want a
So
competent story. But you still want a competent
and
story.
yeah, and you still, and
Okay, but
this
like we gotta address something.
this has also the Aussie feel to it, as in it's nice, it looks like a straight to TV movie, like there's
Mhm.
nothing too terribly wrong with it, but
Yeah.
you could see if you watch it, you'll say like, okay, this could be improved, this could have been tighter, and things like that. So
Exactly.
it looks
Like
like
those Kirk Cameron movies.
like
Yeah.
in terms of excitement, Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. In terms of excitement, it looks like it'll be like a 5 out of 10. It won't be horrible. It won't be great. It won't
Mm.
be terribly exciting. It won't like lull you to sleep.
Yeah, like the kids
However,
acting was not great. Yeah.
yeah,
No, but like
yes,
also guys, we gotta address something. Why is there a sword? They have like the literal is it the Knights of the Negro table? What's
yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
not
it
gonna lie.
seems
That
it
Decapitation.
part I liked.
seems it seems
That
like it's
part I
sort of
liked.
like a secret
no,
brotherhood
that felt weird. To me that felt weird because I'm just like there's nobody just walking around with
carrying swords.
Excalibur
Yeah.
in their
No,
back
but it was at the
pocket.
secret place, or it was at the meeting. It wasn't just at
So
a. It
they
wasn't at
bought
his office.
swords? Like that just feels
No, but
so
like Buck, it was at their offices. At their offices, they'll have their things. It doesn't make like if it was at an office at the park, that would be weird.
Yeah, that would
But
be weird.
if I'm at
I still
my
think it I'm saying I
if I'm at
still
my
think it's
headquarters, if I'm at my headquarters, I will have if I have robes, I will have robes. If I have torches, I will have the torches there.
Yeah,
If
it's like a frat party.
that's what my
Yeah.
society
A
has,
cult or a
at
frat party or
yeah,
a
if my
Fraternity.
cult or my
brotherhood
frat,
or whatever.
yeah, so at my headquarters, that would make sense. So
Yes.
maybe that's why I didn't find it weird
Hmm.
because I think at your headquarters you will have the things that represent
But
your cult.
I do get what
I'm gonna
Buckmaster is
just say
saying.
cult for a lack of a better word.
but that's what I'm saying. No, I'm just saying it feels like it's strange because I'm just like they playing this straight and it's all just like regular life and this guy's got to get his life together and like this guy's like I'm going to step into your life and be your father figure. And then all of a sudden, Excalibur and I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah,
Okay,
I
it
think if
didn't
it
feel
was
all of a sudden to
I
me
loved
because
it.
they introduced him to the society, then they introduced him to the brotherhood, and
I
then
didn't
when they
understand. I
saw
just
that
thought
he
it
was
was like a
making
regular men's meeting where like you like guys are like, you got to get your life together, man. You can't be doing this to your mama. I thought that was what it was. And then when they all pull out swords, I was just like, wait, so,
no, but
huh?
it,
It's
they
one
don't.
sword.
But Buck, you make it sound like they pulled out the sword at his first meeting. It wasn't his first meeting. It was like further along in the meeting,
you
further
know
along
why I think you know why I
when
think it
he
could be
was brought in.
you know I think it might be a bit of a I don't know how to explain it, like a bit of a glitch when we were watching it, because I think I had the same feeling with as Bug. Maybe it's because we're watching a group of black men holding swords. It's not something that we're used to. You know what I mean? Like if it was like
Mhm.
white people that had like
Yeah,
I don't
Illuminati
know.
type shit.
Yeah, that would have sort of made sense because of what the media has fed us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's we're not
Maybe.
used to seeing the media feeding us group of black guys with swords.
Yes,
Well,
You know what I
maybe,
mean?
but I'm just saying
the black
like
Anati.
maybe, but I'm saying like also from the trailer, it's like bro feels like he's working in like like he's working on the ground, like in an Amazon like warehouse. So I'm just like,
Okay,
I
that is
guess
the problem also.
how does he qualify for like a secret society? And also, I'm just like a secret society in a story where a dude's just got to get his life together. That feels kind of
That point that makes more sense. Your point now there for me makes sense because one, nowhere was he shown that he was a genius, but he's lazy.
Yeah.
Nowhere was it shown that he is special in a certain field, but he
Mm.
doesn't want to do it because his daddy left him and his daddy was good in that field, so he doesn't want to be like his daddy. Like there was no issue to show why his life was the way it is.
and
So,
also I'm like, and how he
and
would get
also there's
indoctrinated to
nothing was
the
shown
secret
to,
society.
yes, nothing was shown to make him qualify for secret society. Like if his mom was dating the head guy, that would make sense because it's like, okay, you're my son, so I'm bringing you, my stepson, so I'm bringing you in. That point of yours makes sense.
Like I
That's kind of why the sword threw me off because I was just like, there was maybe I have to watch the movie, which I don't think I will. But I'm just saying, in general, it just felt like, okay, it's a dude getting his life together. It's like regular life, you gotta shape up. Like you are my son, but you're like a freeloader, and then all of a sudden it's secret societies and there's Excalibur and a sword, and I'm just like, wait, I did I miss something?
Rob, what do you
Funny
think?
enough, actually, that was my favorite part of the movie, like
yeah,
a secret society, because maybe also I'm also just thinking that's probably the type of things we also need. We need like societies where,
yeah,
as Majita, as Bodagi,
Yeah,
we come
like a
together and we
brotherhood.
help each other out and to push. and we don't just chow, we actually help and push.
Yep.
Mm.
I think that's actually 100% true. I think it's I do. That's what I think when my dad plays golf with all those like successful black men. I'm like, you know what? Then you guys probably have a sword there as well. They just don't tell us about it. Do you know what
I
I
knight thee.
No,
What's
but
honey
I want
number
to know,
one?
Rob,
yeah.
your dad must have umkhonto. He can't have a sword. The sword ifuna kumele abe
Must
umkhonto.
be a spear.
Yes.
Ah,
All right.
kunokiri there, spear no
Yes.
there,
I
you
think
know.
I think you guys basically covered my thoughts as well on this. The only thing that I have in mind is Priscilla is very it's quite big in the Christian community, and you have a lot of mega churches that might go and support or go and watch this.
Okay.
So
So I'm gonna follow what you say.
box office wise, I think this might make around 300 plus, 300 million plus. That's what
Yeah,
I think.
sure. I can see
Okay.
it.
So before Cam said all that he said, I was gonna give this a young 20-30 mil.
All
But
right.
now that he's telling me of the following and how the Kendrick brothers, because I saw in the trailer is another Kendrick's brother movie, and one of the comments said, "Ooh, I love the Kendrick brothers. They have the best movies."
Yeah, they do. They really do. Their movies are really
So
good.
yeah, so one of the comments said that. And now that Cam has brought up that they're big in the black churches and everything like that, 300 doesn't seem that far fetched because, like I said, this movie just seems wholesome
I would
enough.
say minus 300 though. I don't think it's gonna hit past
But
300.
yeah, I would say, like I said, I was gonna give it 20-30, but now I'll give it plus 200.
Okay.
So
Buckminster?
Minus 300. I don't think it moves past 300.
Oh, okay. Rob?
okay, just so I can give my opinion on the movie itself, I just want to say, I think there was some good actual positive energy to it. I thought the ladies section kind of fell apart because it looked like a different movie entirely.
It feels like a comedy with the
Yeah,
ladies.
it goes from a drama to a comedy to a drama to a comedy, and it's such
Mm.
weird stereotypes. And I have a feeling that's going to negatively impact it. I think it's going to be one of those movies that makes its money back via streaming. So I'm
Yep.
going to put it at 50, minus 50. But just wait. You said minus what, Buck? You said what
I
again?
said minus 300. I don't think it
Minus
moves past
300.
300.
Yeah, look,
Um,
these are the type of movies that make a lot of money after they've been at the theaters, like DVDs and
yeah.
Blu-ray and streaming. They make a
No.
lot of, but I think after the success of War Room, that's why I'm thinking that it might make the amount that I mentioned because War Room is a cult classic. Like it's one of those movies in the Christian community that you should always find clips for, or you find this lady somewhere, Priscilla somewhere, doing
Oh,
something.
yeah. But just so
Okay.
you guys know, it only got like 250 views, 250,000 views though. So that's why I'm worried about it.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
okay.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
what's next, Rob?
Speak no evil. This one.
Mm.
Oh,
Ah,
okay. So quick, guys, so I checked. I saw Speak No Evil and I clicked. I didn't realize Kanti, and then mid watching, I see 6 years ago, and I'm like, huh? 6 years ago, didn't Rob say this movie's coming out this month? But then after I finish watching that one, I scroll down, and then I see the actual one, and I'm like, oh, so they took it from, was it Holland? I think
Oh,
the so
Also, you
this
think
is the
it's a remake?
Yes, it's a remake from a European movie, and I didn't have the chance to like research it. So I watched the original trailer of the first movie, and then I watched this one that we're gonna be reviewing.
Oh,
It
all right.
looks
So
good, guys.
I
It
just
looks
want to
good.
say that so the cast includes James McAvoy, Professor X, the guy from Split, and Mackenzie Davis. Rob, she was in Tully, the younger Tully, and
yes.
she was also in Love, Death, and Robots. That episode she has with Gugumba Taro. And some of the people I have no idea who they are, but yeah, it seems like it's also giving M. Night Shyamalan vibes a bit
Yeah,
because
it
there's a
is.
lot of suspense, but you
Yeah,
don't
but
really know what's
there's something
happening.
that's throwing me off about the trailer because the family that's supposed to be weirded out, they're acting weirder than the actual weird family. If you get what I'm saying.
Everybody's weird.
No, but I'm saying like James McAvoy and the actress that he's acting against, they feel more like a couple and like a family
Yeah,
than the
right.
Americans who are supposed to be like off put by the weird
Yeah.
stuff happening. So like at the beginning of the trailer, it feels like James McAvoy and that lady, I forget her name. It feels like they're married and it feels like they have their son and it feels like they're like the regular people. And then it feels
Yeah.
like the American family is the pod people. So I feel like it's going to be a very conflicting movie when like the people who are supposed to be normal are really not acting normal. Because if you look at that dad, the guy who's playing the American dad, he feels like he's off, or he feels like he would be like a serial killer. But like we're supposed to be sympathizing with him, and I'm just like, I don't feel like I feel like James McAvoy should be running from you. I feel like the trailer has to force James McAvoy to be the bad guy,
You think they were
Um,
miscast?
big time.
Okay.
I see your point, and it actually it
It holds up.
it holds up, but maybe everybody's a little weird, and so when James McAvoy is becoming weirder and weirder, they don't really notice it because they're also just a bit weird.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
Maybe
like the
I'm
whole
just
premise.
speculating that one.
But I'm just saying, like, the whole premise is that it's supposed to be like a regular family being trapped in like this weird situation. And I just feel like that
Mm,
regular family is way weirder than the family they're supposed to be trapped by. So
okay,
it's
I found the original. It's a Danish one. It's a
uh
Danish movie. Oh my, the Danes make such scary movies, bro. Like, what the hell? I know you guys don't see
also
the
I'm just
sun,
like
but
depending
like,
on the trailer,
damn.
like the trailer didn't make it feel like they were friends for a long time. It kind of felt like they met up for a weekend. And I'm just like,
Yeah, like
I'm
you
cool with a
guys
lot of
are that
people.
That was the weird part for me. That was the
you
weird
guys
part
are
for me.
that trusting.
It felt like they just met that weekend.
Like it took me a
So I was
year
like,
before
you
I
going
actually
to
seen
someone?
Tevelo's house. So I'm like, dog, I can't just meet you off the strength of a weekend and a brunch. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm going to your secluded place in the woods. I just feel
And
like that's
With
also,
my
just
not
kid.
recipe from disaster.
if it was like let's say I meet up with Buck, and then I'm like let's go to my place for drinks, or come back, or come to my place tomorrow. We can have like a braai or something. That sounds. But coming over for the weekend when I just met you today, like, it just feels it felt off already there. But I was like, okay, let's go with it. However, it does look creepy as fuck. I'll give it
Yeah.
that.
Rob, what are your thoughts?
I think James McAvoy is a flippin' genius. I think he's killing it. It gave me a lot of the Split vibes, 100%. I think the slow build up that seems to be happening is fantastic. Um, I'm curious about this other one now that you guys have been talking about it so well. I bet you it probably is a lot more intense because, like you said, some of these Europeans, they make some of the most unique storytelling where it's like, oh snap, I wish I'd seen this before from their perspective. So I'm
Mm.
100% on your side on that one. But I think the energy behind this movie is good. I think people are really excited to see it because check it out, 21 million views.
Oh,
That's almost as big as Beetlejuice, which had 22 million views. So
this is
that tells you
Sony,
something.
right? This
Hmm?
is Sony.
I think
Sony
so.
Pictures, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it's Blumhouse this time.
Or is it Universal? One of the two. I think it's Universal. I could be
Oh, okay.
wrong.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Box office predictions. Let's start with you, Zooks.
Oof. Horrors don't really. I'm gonna be hopeful and say 150 plus.
Okay,
alright.
Buckmeister.
100 plus because no, maybe 150 plus because of James McAvoy. He's a name. So
Mm. Rob.
I'm totally across you guys as well. I agree with it, and that energy looks so good. So I'm gonna go for 200 minus.
All right. I give it 250 minus.
All right.
Mm.
Wait,
Mm.
why so high?
I don't know. I think it is. I mean, it is also it is giving, like you said, split vibes. Also giving a bit of Get Out vibes. The lady that I mentioned, Mackenzie. She's quite a known actress by now. Also James McAvoy. So those two, I think, might draw some people, especially in the States. So I mean, because like I said, she did Love, Death, and Robots, and she was really
Mhm.
brilliant at it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. What do we have next?
All righty, on to the next one. It is Wild Robot.
All right.
This one
This
I have
one,
no idea
this
what's
one
happening.
stars Lupita Nyong'o, Pedro
You should have
Pascal.
watched the second trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But the first trailer was also pretty cool. But okay, sorry, Kim, continue.
No problem. It says that the epic adventure follows the journey of a robot, Rosem, Unit 7134, Rose for short, that is shipwrecked on an uninhabited island and must learn to adapt to the harsh surroundings, gradually building relationships with the animals on the island and becoming the adoptive parent of an orphaned gosling. So, yeah.
Yeah, so the first trailer I watched, it was no sound. It was just basically the visuals.
Yeah.
So basically in that one you see that this robot lands these not ferrets, what they called again now? I'll call them ferrets now because I can't remember their
Oh,
name.
otters.
Otters, yes, thank you. These otters, they basically disturb it and activate it, and then it basically then just adapting to life there.
Mm.
And as it's adapting, it uh, what a goosling hatches, egg hatches, and it turns out it's a goosling. And obviously they imprint. So the first thing they see is that's who they call mama.
Yeah.
So basically, then it raises it, and
And it also
uh,
seemed like there was a
and then
fox there,
obviously
right?
something happens where there's now conflict, but it's not really clear. But I kind of like those trailers because it makes me intrigued. It's like, okay, what's going on? I don't like being spoon fed everything. So this one, there was
Mm.
literally no. So that's why I liked about this trailer. It actually made me use my brain. Like I wasn't just watching and not paying attention.
Mm.
I had to watch,
Mm.
and so that's why I enjoyed this trailer. And but basically, this robot, it gets to the wild, it it adapts to the wild, and because obviously it's an animation movie, it starts learning how to speak in animal, and then the owners of it, they find it and they want to bring it back, and that's where the conflict happens, the big final conflict.
Yeah.
But the first trailer I watched was brilliant, which is the reason I wanted to go watch the second one, because I was like, oh my god, what's happening? This is so interesting. And I watched the second one, which was more dialogue based,
Okay, I
and
just
yeah,
watched the one.
it looks
Yeah,
good,
same
man.
here.
It looks good. The anim. I read one of the comments that said, "So this is where the budget for Megamind went to." Yeah.
How much do
Okay.
you think it will
I'm
make at the
done.
box office?
Um. Oof. That's like the thing is with cartoon movies is they need to be liked by the adults as well. And I'm 60-40 that it will be generally liked by the adults. It looks a
Okay.
very good kid movie. Like I think kids will love it. It's the robot is funny. It's cute. Um, Let me be hopeful and say 150 plus. It looks a good movie to me.
Mm. Okay. Buckminster, what do you think, man?
Well, I only watched the one trailer, so I didn't really know what was going on. It does look there's I don't know, like it felt a little bit inconsistent because some of the water stuff looked a little bit weird to me, but like
Mm.
all the land stuff looked really good. So I
Mm.
don't know. Um, yeah, I mean, it's apparently all these animals, like, it just feels weird that all these animals are kind of like gravitating towards the bot. Because I feel like the animals will just be doing their animal thing. But like at some point in the trailer, there's a group hug. So I don't know if it
Mm.
like if it became queen of the island or whatever the hell is going
Nah,
on.
it basically just adapt. Remember, it's a robot, so it learned. So it learned how this
No, I'm
animal
saying I
works, how
get
that
that.
animal works. So that's where it develops relationships with the animals.
No, I'm saying the that part I understood. It's just that the group hug with with all the animals was weird to
Yeah,
me
that was
because I
weird.
was just like, I don't know why they're group hugging, but okay. Um, yeah, I mean, okay, I guess it having an attachment to the island. I'm also wondering if like it's got an unlimited battery source or if it's solar powered because it's basically got to just charge itself the entire time.
Mm.
I don't know. That was a thought in my head. And then also like when they tried to put the robot in danger, I was just like, you've got way too many options to deal with these animals for me to be afraid that an animal's gonna get you. So, but anyway.
Okay, but it was other robots. It wasn't other animals.
Oh, it looked like it was an animal, but maybe I missed it. Anyway, yeah. I mean, it looks fine. It looks good. I just don't know what the how they're gonna build the conflict or the story or the characters. And it looks like
To
they're
to summarize it, basically, Buck, it's a robot has its programming. It evolves, and its programming evolves, and then they try to take it back, and it's just like, no, I actually like it here. I don't want to go back.
Yeah, it's more like a modern idea being mixed with nature or
Yeah.
yeah, with
mm,
nature. So it's like it's out of its habitat, for lack of a better term. So it has to now
Mm.
adapt to a new habitat, because it's
anyway,
used to the city and
box
all
office
of
wise, I'm thinking 150, maybe. 150, 150, 150 minus, yeah.
Okay.
All right, Rob.
All right. I've been doing my numbers. To me, it gave me great Wally energy.
Yep, my
It
thoughts
gave,
exactly.
it gave me fantastic, and that was, of course, that blew up immediately. Just so you guys get an idea of the view count, trailer one was 13 million views. Trailer two was 15 million views, only going up. So I
Whoa,
have a
okay,
feeling there's
whoa.
positive vibes here. Um,
Okay.
Might have to change my
Yeah,
prediction
I'm
then.
also gonna change mine. No, because I didn't think the trailer would be, because I didn't check the trailer numbers, but it looked good to me. Like I said, it looked
yeah, it
good to
looks
me. It looked
amazing.
like a story. Oh, it
Uh,
reminded me like Nalebo giant robot or that's all.
Yeah,
Oh, Iron
the
Giant.
Iron Giant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Iron Giant. Thank you.
hmm.
but it
But
also does have Wall-E vibes to it, though.
yep. Fine, give me your new numbers.
Okay. With those view
I'm
counts,
gonna
I'm
go
gonna
250
say,
plus.
All
yeah.
I'm
right.
going ultra positive, 250 plus.
All
Well,
right.
yeah, about two, yeah, 250 plus, somewhere
So you
there.
both 250 plus. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Mine is 400 million plus. Because I've been looking it up. Minions is about slightly higher than that, and they produce, of course, way more money. So that's my leaning towards. It's gonna try and go for that. It should go for the Wally audience, but I have a feeling the Minions audience might show up too. We'll have to see. Because I feel like people are hungry for some Disney stuff that's actually good. I believe what Inside Out 2 just made over 1 billion, if I'm correct.
Mm,
What?
Really?
I
yeah,
believe it did,
it
yeah.
killed.
That's insane.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
So people are hungry for this kind of stuff. And of course, we all know about Puss in Boots too. So yeah, so I'm gonna stick with 400 million plus. Kutso, you?
You're right. It made over 1 billion.
Inside Out
Um,
2, 1 billion. Wow, I'm shook. I thought it was
Okay.
gonna make like 200, 300.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically my thoughts are just like this thing is just trying to adapt. It's lost and cannot go home. So apparently probably it's just gonna be like a journey of this robot trying to get used to this place because it looks like it was falling off a cliff a few times in the trailer. But also I did see a scene where it seems like there's sort of like a what do you call this thing where the animals go elsewhere because of the change of season. I forgot the term.
A migration.
Migration. Yeah, it seemed like there was a migration thing, and it seems like it was very emotional because of that, because its friends are leaving, or her friends are leaving. Seems like there's a wolf, sorry, a fox that's gonna be a major character in this as well.
Mm.
It doesn't look like
So
they're doing talking animals though. Also,
No, the
yeah,
animals talk.
the animals talk.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I thought it was just like maybe the AI in the robot is the one that's talking, voiced
Yeah.
by Lupita. But
That's
But
even better.
remember what I said in the second trailer. It basically learns the language of the animals, so
oh,
it's
okay.
how they
So
communicate. And
it's like
obviously,
Ice
but
Age.
because it's for humans, obviously, then they'll change it to just English.
Oof, now you got me thinking about Ice Age now. Yeah, I think maybe we're looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, but okay. I think it's gonna make 350 plus.
Ah, why not? Because after all, Ice Age made 383, so you might be right.
Hey, man.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. What do we have next, bro?
All righty, on to the next one. That is The Bag Man.
All right, the bag man.
Let's get that bag, boys.
The most
Hey,
generic
like
looking. Yo,
I
John
can't see.
Cusack.
Where is it?
That's like John Cusack looks like a very good hitman. Like when you look at him, you don't think he'd make a good hitman, but when he's doing it, you're like, actually, this dude looks like a really good
what is that?
hitman.
John Cusack
That's
as
John
the
Cusack?
Bagman.
Yes, that's John Cusack,
Are you sure I didn't look at the wrong movie, bro?
the Bagman with De Niro.
No,
You
no, no.
looked at the wrong movie, bro.
That's not the right one, bro.
Oh, my
I
bad.
I can't find it here, Rob.
Let's give
Oh,
him a
there it
minute.
is, next to
Oh,
Wild
there it
Robot.
is. Oh, okay.
Let's give this man a minute to watch the trailer.
Okay, no, I watched the wrong one. Wow.
Yeah, you watched an entirely wrong one.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I was
maybe
about to be like John
maybe
Cusack.
maybe while we give our thoughts, just check it out quickly. So we'll end with you. So maybe
Okay.
Buck, you can give us your thoughts.
Okay, so first off and foremost, they are really trying hard to make a bag look scary. I'm sorry, gents. It doesn't. No, it's just a zipper. Oh, it's the bag man. I'm going to zip you up. Like,
Right.
and then also the whole he will find you. He like like Jason much, Freddy much, like freaking. Who else? Mike Myers. He will find you. These serial killers are great. Are great at GPS.
They're like just like stalkers on another level. Like leave them alone, bruh.
So I'm just like when I'm looking at the guy because you get some shots of the bagman. I'm just like you feel like a regular guy. Like I feel like if I took a baseball bat or if I took a cricket bat to your head, I feel like you'd go down.
Have you
But
seen that?
also,
Yeah.
this character, is he scared because of the stories that his dad used to tell him? That's why he's scared of this thing?
Yeah, to me, it's chasing that it's money. That's what I wrote here. That was my notes. It wants that it's money.
Yeah, because I mean there's kids involved and look, I'm not trying to bash on child actors or whatever, but I'm like the kid actors in it kind of look like they were a little bit more aware of what was going on, and the kid actors in this don't look like they're really aware of what's happening. So I don't know if that's going to be something that will draw people in. Maybe it'll make because also the other thing is the way they describe him. It's not like they're describing a serial killer. It just kind of just like feels like they're describing a pedophile.
In a way, yeah.
He'll give you candy, and it's just like, really? Okay.
So I'm assuming
Anyway.
these two guys, the brothers are like the main characters, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
I'm
But
assuming
anyway, box office prediction for me, maybe 40 plus.
Okay, that's not bad. Rob?
To me, I actually don't hate this trailer. I think it reminds me, it looks like a cheap version of it, number one. So
Okay.
it looks like a cheap version of good trailers, but they
Mm.
did but it looked like it had a little bit of heart to it, if that makes any sense. Having
Right.
said that, some of the jump scares are fucking corny. I agree with that one. Like the whole zipping, look, I'm holding a bag, zip, cut, jump cut. Yeah, no, don't do that, guys. But it's something that came together to show like generic hardcore horror fans. I think
Mm.
Conjuring fans might as well avoid it, but Nun
Yeah.
fans, people who watch The Nun and what's another corny one that's like, but still made money. Um, but like yeah, that's those people. The Nun, Annabelle. Um, I don't think it'll make money like It Follows. But to be fair, Babadook didn't make money. So I'm going to hit it up with. Because oh, by the way, the view count for this one was 400,000. So that's a flippin' joke. So I'm going to give it minus 20 million.
All right. No, no problem. So I agree with what you guys said. I did get Conjuring vibes, but I felt like it was a cheaper version of it. The main character doesn't really draw me. He looks like he might be a good actor though,
Yeah.
but I'm not feeling this whole my child is in danger thing from him.
Yes.
But I am feeling the childhood trauma part though. Um, the other brother, I don't even think he even said a word in this. I could be
No,
wrong.
not
I
in the
don't
trailer.
remember. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just not really calling me, man. I think this is one of those movies that you watch on streaming when you really have nothing else to watch.
Also, I'm
Um,
just sick of horror movies where people don't move.
Also, there's something I wanted to ask you guys, but I think I've mentioned this a few times or a couple of times. Are they trying to make horror the next big genre after superhero films?
Maybe.
It's possible. The thing is,
Because it seems like it's either between animation or horror.
I think what happened was there was a time when that was happening because I looked it up right now. Actually, funny that you mention it. It was the time of It. Do you know
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
much money it made?
Mhm.
It one made 701 million for a horror movie.
Wait, by
It's
it one,
insane.
which one are you talking about the old it, or are you
No,
talking
no,
about the
not.
one?
I'm talking about the new movies.
Okay,
2017, It,
all
and then
right.
Chapter 2 made 480 million. So that's a billion with two movies. They don't do horror movies. Don't do that. So I have a
They
feeling there
have budgets
was
of like 10 million.
exactly. So I think there was a movement at that time, but I think the movement has kind of fallen apart already. If that makes any sense. I
Mm,
think it's failed.
no,
Also, I
uh,
think superhero
I agree.
movies have a bigger bag of tricks than horror movies do. Like
Right.
superhero movies have way more tropes. Like you can turn a superhero movie into a horror movie, but you can't turn a
True.
Yeah.
horror movie into a superhero
Multiverse of
movie.
Madness.
True. But also don't
Yeah,
forget,
that's true.
that also horror movie fans are loyal. Like they're going to watch your movie. Do you know what I mean? But there's not that many. Because
Yeah.
I even avoid horror movies myself. So there's not enough people to justify it. So yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Zooks, what do you think?
Yeah, I watched it. It looks generic. Nothing really said, "Oh wow, this is different." It felt like a mixture of Freddy in terms of the
Premise.
creepiness of it,
Oh, okay.
but also felt like just it felt like a serial killer. It didn't really feel like a supernatural movie. It just felt like a serial killer who kills kids actually.
Mm.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah, so
hence the Freddy thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, move. Like just leave. If you're hearing things in the middle of the night, chief.
Ntanga imali
Yeah.
kaloku, you must remember
The memes, dog.
there's
You
no
gotta
money to
go.
move.
Black
There's no
people don't stick around. Get the
I'll,
fuck out.
right, dog. Kadula dealing with the demons.
People will think you're the worst because you're rational. They're gonna be like, "What happened? I keep hearing voices at night." Evan, okay.
Yeah,
But
you're gonna
anyway,
be
They'll burn you, dog. You're hearing voices. No,
you're
it's
gonna
the
be Randy
house.
Orton in here. I hear voices in my head.
how much do you think it's gonna make it?
Uh I'll be lucky if it makes 30 more. Hey,
So minus 30.
I don't know, like nothing really said more. I don't know. I think because I'm home, I'm feeling so generous. I'll give it 30 plus.
Oh, 30 plus.
Okay. Rob, did you give your
Okay, so Buck was 40. I was minus 20.
okay?
So it's just you now.
I think it'll make minus 20.
So I'm the
Alright.
nicest to this one.
Yep,
Pardon?
you're the nicest.
Wait, am I the highest one?
No,
No.
I'm the highest.
Oh,
And you know what? To be fair, generic. Remember, there's a reason why Blumhouse makes money because there's always a safe number for horror movies, generally.
Mm.
So you're actually not wrong. If anything, it's the rest of us are taking a chance. It's just I looked up the Babadook, and can you believe it? It was successful, but it only made 10 million. That's
how
crazy.
much? How much did Tarot make, Rob? Remember we were doing Tarot a few months ago?
Oh yeah, you're right. Let me see if I can find out. 20.
Came out around the same time as Garfield, I think.
Yeah, you're. Do I have that written somewhere here? Do I have our guesses?
No,
I
we
think-
didn't. It's,
Yeah.
it's before we started writing stuff down, so I
Right.
don't.
Yeah, but now 20.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Even though it had Ned from Spider-Man in it.
Exactly. And look, sometimes the
Oh.
corny movies make money. Look at Imaginary. Imaginary was supposed to be corny for a lot of people. It made 39 million.
That's the Ryan Reynolds one, right?
I believe it is, yes. Imaginary, sorry. Imaginary.
Mm.
Imaginary Friends, no?
All right.
If
So
I if
Yes.
what's the next
But
one?
anyway, yeah. All right, buddy. Hellboy. Didn't even know this movie was coming out.
Me too.
I did. I did.
I saw the
because
trailer
I've
last month
been-
already, or 2 months
Yeah,
ago.
I mean, I've been well, I've read the Hellboy comics and I liked the two original movies with Ron Perlman.
Of course. Hell
Did you
yeah.
like the other one that came out recently?
I
The
haven't
Stranger
watched
Things
it.
guy.
I haven't watched it with
The what guy?
Arbor.
It was
David
Arbor.
Arbor. Yeah. I have not watched it, but I've heard terrible things about it.
Yep.
This one is giving low budget vibes.
Dog,
Yeah,
giving
it's
zero budget
This
vibes.
also is giving like he's hunting a serial killer.
like
Dude,
Zero budget.
as
Yeah,
a person who's read
apparently-
because I've read the Hellboy comics, like he is supposed to be like a detective of the occult. Like that's supposed to be the whole thing. So I
Right,
guess
yeah.
they're kind of like trying to stick to that because like the Ron Perlman movies were action movies. Like it
Yes.
was like he was
Felt
an
like Blade,
action.
basically.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was an action police officer, which I mean I enjoyed, and some of the comic books are like that. Some of the comic books are like it's straight up action, it's Hellboy punching demons and all of that stuff. I think the issue with this is that they're not making Hellboy enough of a character.
Yeah, I think I saw him like 3 times in the opening 30 seconds, and it's his movie. What?
And it was
Yeah.
what, killing that snake?
And I'm saying like the other thing is he's not giving out like Hellboy one-liners or
Oh no,
he's
it's
not
big. Yeah.
he's not doing the Hellboy stuff. And I think that's what's throwing the trailer off. Like it's okay to have a low budget like a smaller story where you're just like, okay, I want to take Hellboy and just put him on this detective. And also the thing is they also kind of ruined the Crooked Man kind of already with the Crooked Man premise because they're doing like generic horror things. I feel like if they were more interesting, if they did more interesting things with the horror, because if you read like the comic books, like there'll be really strange stuff happening. And that's why, because like the whole thing of Hellboy is that he's like he's basically like an occult police officer.
Mm.
Like you have to
Like
call
that
him.
character, like the character in Invincible, right? That got killed by Omni-Man.
Yes,
detective.
that's basically that character is based off of Hellboy, I think.
Yeah.
But
I
like
think, yeah, you're right.
but I'm saying like the whole idea is that he's got to be like, all right, there's weird things happening here. We don't understand why, and we kind of got to call this guy who's going to investigate. And then it takes him into weird and wonderful places and areas. Like, of course, he goes into like hellish looking realms and all of that stuff. And like I think kind of that's why the Ron Perlman movies kind of drew people in because like things did get weird. He did fight weird looking stuff. So it was kind of like, okay, I get why you call this guy with a giant red fist. Here it just feels like you could have called anybody And like Hellboy himself, he doesn't feel like a character. Like when he was supposed to give a one-liner out, he gave the most generic one-liner, and I'm just like, I don't think you guys have read these comic books or have like looked at this character in detail. And I think
They're
that's kind
allergic
of
to reading him.
hurting. And I think that's kind of hurting this trailer.
It kind of feels like a fan fiction
Yeah.
video.
Not
Anyway,
even like
that's my 2 cents. I'm done.
I think the worst part is now that I've just watched the Bagman, I don't see a difference. The only difference between the Bagman and this one is that Hellboy can actually kill the Bagman.
Hmm.
That's literally the only
That's
difference
the
I've
vibe
seen.
I got as well. Oh, dog. Yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was actually so basically that's literally the only difference. If you took this uh Hellboy and put him in the Bagman, and you put the Bagman in the main character from the Bagman in Hellboy one, it literally looks like the same movie. Just one is Hellboy is someone who could kill both the Bagman and the Crooked Man.
Yeah, to me the vibe I got from this, right, was okay, number one, it's a generic straightforward horror movie. That's what this feels like. This man is playing this role 100% straight, this Hellboy, so it doesn't feel like there's going to be anything funny about it. It's just a Blumhouse horror movie, and then
Right.
it's going to end with him shooting the guy, and it's going to be like, oh no, it turns out no, this bad guy can be shot. Do you know what I mean? That's the vibe I got.
Yeah, because Hellboy is a very snarky character. He's a very like he's very
Hmm.
like but he's snarky in the sense that he's like dry snarky.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
he's not like Deadpool, where Deadpool is snarky, but it's like snarky on steroids and there's a lot of energy. He's kind of like that guy who will be like, what's this? Like he'll shoot you and then he'll be like, oh man, I just got my boots dirty or something like that.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
he'd do stuff like that.
yeah,
This guy, like the actor is delivering the lines like it's a generic detective,
yeah.
and then on top of that, like they're not really putting him in. And also like the black preacher, and he half and swear for Lord, and it's like, oh, okay, we're doing that now, all right. But yeah, I just think that they missed the like from this trailer, it's looking like they're missing the point of Hellboy. And also it's looking like they're forgetting all of the other characters as well. Like it kind of just looks like they
Hmm.
paired him with a generic woman who's just gonna be there, and it's just like, yeah, no, he operates in a team. Like it's a whole facility. Like you're supposed to have like Abe Sapien and stuff like that, like
I was
skulking
looking for
around.
Abe.
But I
You're
mean,
not,
look, I get it. It's low budget. I just think
yeah, you're
that,
not gonna get that.
and that's not a bad idea. I just think that they're missing the point of Hellboy. Like
All
I
right.
think that they're not nailing Hellboy, and that's what's hurting this trailer.
Yeah,
Okay.
this trailer just like I'm gonna repeat my point again. It just felt like a generic horror movie. If if you just put me in there instead of Hellboy and I'm the detective, that's how it would have felt. It
Yeah,
felt like that.
Okay. Rob.
this is the Conjuring on special basically. Cheap Conjuring, and it's not gonna make
Uh-oh.
Conjuring money. Um,
This is the
yeah,
Conjuring Yako boxer.
yeah, yeah, dude, it's so
Considering your shop
embarrassing.
right.
Oh, but yeah,
You save, not ShopRite, bro. You save.
I do believe this thing was going to make give me 1 second. I just want to actually find out what the actual Conjuring box office was. It was 300. Okay, it's not doing that. Okay, I'm gonna have this one for 80 million plus.
How much did the
Yeah.
first Hellboy make? Do you know?
I'll tell you now. Though I feel like it's not the same audience, so I feel like it's not even fair to check. Okay, now
It's
the
Okay.
the Harbor one made 55. Um, 2014. 2004. Jeez, how old are we? 99 million. So I might be generous, but yeah,
dude. We know Karabo when she was just a spoiled brat doing drugs and cocaine, not when she
Yeah,
was running Ezwin. That's how old we are.
exactly, bro. But anyway, my thoughts, like I
yeah,
said, for me, this feels like a fan fiction. Doesn't seem like it just seems like someone who's really passionate about Hellboy tried to do their own film and got lucky enough to get it greenlit
I
and
don't think so though.
backed up.
I don't think so, because if it was a fan, he would have. If he couldn't include Abe Sapien because of special effects and stuff, he would have made him snarkier, as Park said.
And also, I feel like there would be a mention of Abe Sapien. It feels like it's a fan film for a person who's not a fan of Hellboy. Like that's what I'm getting. Because also
So,
like
okay, I get you. Mhm.
yeah, because also there was like a line where he's like, "Let's rattlesnake," and I'm like, Hellboy wouldn't say that.
Yeah, no. Okay, box office
Wait, if the
predictions.
originals made like 100 mil, nah, then this is gonna make like -30.
Because the originals are a cult classic at least. Like even that
Exactly, that's
second
what I'm
one,
thinking. I
like even
thought they
that
made
second one,
more.
people may like even that second one, even though people like it less,
The
like it still has a
golden.
lot of it still has a lot of defenders
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever. I
Lot
don't
of
see
ride or die.
anybody defending this one.
All right,
Yeah, no.
so you said -30, right? Zooks,
Yeah.
Buckmeister.
I said -40 somewhere there.
Okay, Rob,
I said 80 plus.
80 plus.
Hey, you are generous, eh?
Yo,
I'm very generous.
yeah. I think it's gonna make like -20, bro.
Just
No,
remember-
Hellboy is a recognized name, and like people are sour off of Arbor, and like people have been saying, I want a Hellboy detective story. So I can see the premise pulling some people in, but like the trailer will turn a lot of people off, I think.
It probably might have worked as an animated film, maybe.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what's
no,
There is
that's so
actually
far.
a really good Hellboy animated film.
Yeah.
Is it?
But let me just get your number again there. Buck. You
I said about -40.
Okay, -40. And Kutsa, your number?
-20.
All righty, -40, -20. All righty then.
All right.
Two
What's
more.
next, Rob? I think we're almost there.
Yeah, I've got two more. Oh no, three more.
Yeah, these three.
Yeah, this is number 8 now. Okay, so we're on Lee.
I enjoyed this
And the
trailer.
Oscar goes to.
Well, that's what people are hoping. All right, so this one stars Kate Winslet, has Marion Cotillard, has Andy Samberg, and I was like, Andy
So
Samberg is
random.
doing a serious film, like Mr. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Mr. Saturday Night Live. I was
Hey,
surprised to
dog.
see him in this
I know
one.
him
but
as Mr. I know him as the dude from Lonely Island.
yeah,
Lonely Island, that's what I was trying to remember.
Do the creep. Ooh.
And I jizzed in my pants.
so it seems
And I
like
threw
it's
it on the ground. Like that's how I know him.
Oh, yeah.
so it seems like it's based on a true story because it says Lee Miller goes from a career as a model to enlisting as a photographer to chronicle the events of World War II for Vogue magazine. Yeah, so like I said, Kate Winslet, Marion Cotillard, Andy Samberg, and has a running time of 117 minutes.
I don't know. Andy Samberg in this trailer, it feels like he's about to say, what's this? Like a boss. Like I feel like he's about to
Like he's about to do some Jake
Some
stuff.
song parody.
yeah, like it feels like he's about to break out. Like like I've seen him like when he did that movie with Andy what's and not Andy Samberg. What's his name? Jesus, he did the movie with Chris Rock and them Grown Ups.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. There we go.
Oh, that movie. Oh, yes.
Yeah, like people were saying that he was giving a lot more range than we normally see him. But I mean, it might work. It might work for him. This is a big, big leap, I guess. So it could work. But it's just hard to get over the Andy Samberg that I know in my head. As for the trailer itself, I mean, I'm kind of over World War II, like biopics and reinterpretations, and this is World War II again. Like, there's a lot of World War II movies.
Does it feel like Oscar bait?
Oscar Bates? No, it feels like it's more sincere than that. It feels like somebody does want to tell this story, but some of the delivery for me was a little bit weird from some of the actors. Like Like when they're having that whole thing about, oh, you are like this and you are like that and you're like that. I was like, bro, you're not really delivering these lines convincingly to me.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
right.
also like that weird scene where they was like, "Oh, you didn't print it. Why didn't you print it? How does she get over this? How does she get over this?" Like that kind of felt. I got what the scene was doing, and I mean, again, it's a trailer. I need to probably see it in context. But it just kind of felt weird. Like the other lady was just kind of just nodding her head and shaking and trying to agree with everything that Kate Winslet was saying. And I don't know. It just felt kind of like I'm not seeing what I'm not getting it. I'm not getting what this scene is supposed to convey. But other than that, yeah, it looks like it's a sincere attempt at trying to tell something based on a true story, which we know it means they're gonna remix. I don't know how many events. Like
Yeah.
she's gonna block bullets with cameras for like she's gonna block the bullets with a camera for all we know.
She
But
blocked a bomb, dog. Didn't you see that one when she got bombed and the camera
Like
was in front of her? So and
she's gonna capture a lot of photos without film, and they're gonna print it for some reason.
yeah. She might even defeat Hitler. Ka snap it. We don't know.
Hey, glorious style, yeah.
What do you think,
Mm.
Rob?
I think.
Oh, sorry, my box office
Oh yeah.
prediction. Kate Winslet. I don't know. Andy Samberg is not pulling like that. Marion Cotillard is not pulling like that. But like, I don't know. It's a World War II. There's going to be a lot of old, and there's the female. Oh, that might hurt it. I don't know. But there's definitely female empowerment vibe things where it's like, how dare a man tell me to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? But maybe I can see it. Maybe 300, maybe 200 plus. Yeah, maybe 200 plus.
200 plus. All righty.
Wait, Zuko, did you give your box office
no,
prediction?
I didn't even start. I didn't even give my review.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let's go with you first then.
Okay. Um, it looks good. It probably will just have the problem of whitewashing some stuff and making the person look better than they actually were.
Hmm.
But
Seems
otherwise,
like it's actually also giving some white savior tropes there with the girl and her
Well, it's
almost
the
like.
whites saving the whites, so I don't think it counts.
Okay,
yeah,
fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah, it's cauliflower and cauliflower crime. So
Whoa. Okay, please continue.
The views of.
The views expressed. Please continue, bro.
so it looks good. It it hits all the issues of the past. Oh, she's a woman. She can't do this. It was interesting to know that Vogue was actually shooting war stuff. I did not know that. I just thought Vogue was fashion. So
Same
that was
here.
pretty cool. So
Mm.
that was a interesting something to learn about. It also looks like an Eat Pray Love, but at war. Because she went there because she wanted to do something special, important with her life. And like, dude, why are you going to war for that? Like, just go look after orphans or something. That's way easier to find purpose there than going to war. But besides that, it looks like your standard person who was shallow and then goes and discovers something deep, and now like when her photos weren't published and then she cuts them because she's thinking it's pointless. It's because she came from the shallow view and she thought, and now she thinks everything she does is important, or she just, it's her way of trying to give the voiceless a voice, and when she sees it's not happening she loses it, type of thing. So yeah, it looks like it'll hit the right spots, and Kate Winslet could act with a bowl of milk and make it look like the most interesting thing ever. So I think I
Yes.
would enjoy it. Like I always say, like
Okay.
always with these type of movies, they always they'll make the person bad in like one thing, like, ooh, she swears too much, and then in the journey then they don't swear as much, type of thing. They don't show them as full people.
Yeah, I mean,
Like they don't.
Oppenheimer kind of did the same thing because people were coming out after Oppenheimer and they were just like, that's not who Oppenheimer was. Like they tried to pretty him up for the movies and everything because like some of the experiments that he ran were like legitimately heinous. So yeah,
Mm,
but I think maybe that might not happen here because it is somebody documenting what's going on.
yeah.
Maybe when we find out the true story, it'll be like they played a part in like the propaganda wars, maybe sort of.
Mm, yeah.
Because I
So
mean,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
we look
saying.
at because like the way we look at World War II. Sorry, I'll get off of this just now. It's like the way we look at World War II. Like I get that Hitler was the bad guy, but it's not like everybody involved were good guys either.
Mm.
That part. Yeah.
Okay,
So
Zooks, what
just
do you,
in
how much do you
in
think it's gonna
conclusion,
make?
I just hope it doesn't whitewash her to like show her being a human being, like show her like I want to show the people what's really going on in war, and then show her also wanting to quit, crying, and then show someone giving her the courage to, like like as you a human being, you're going through things, and sometimes you are passionate about that thing, but it's hard, and then you get encouragement from somewhere and strength from somewhere, type of thing. Don't just make it like, oh, it's not Naruto where you're just gonna have the power of friendship and the power of perseverance.
You are my photographer.
Uh, Hitler, I will shoot you. I will flash you to death. Anyway, I think this is gonna do. I think this is gonna do well. The trailer was really good. It it portrayed the character nicely, and the story was well shown out. I'll give it a 200 plus.
Okay, Rob.
Cool. After all that, okay, cool. Hitler Wears Prada, I think, is a
What?
that's the vibe I got.
Jesus.
Do you know what I mean? I think personally, I think
What the hell, bro?
Devil Wears Prada, Hitler Wears Prada.
No, we get it, but
He's not even in this though.
Oh my soul.
But,
Like, is he going to be seducing Kate Winslet to the dark side?
I wish. I think that would be a better story, like Jojo Rabbit vibes. But in my opinion, I think this. I think you guys are right with one thing. The lines they picked felt generic. It felt like a very. I don't want to use the word corny, but at the same time, it felt corny. Some of these one-liners felt so corny, but at the same time, this movie is visually stunning. The cinematography, every single shot is on fire. That's what really got my attention. When they started talking, I got sad, but when I was looking at the pictures, I was like, wow. So that's what really got me going. And if I looked up the director, her name is Ellen Kuras,
Yep.
sorry, my bad. And she's a cinematographer, so it makes sense. So,
Oh, okay.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that stood out to me, but I feel like the words that came out of their mouths is gonna turn people off. Like I can just see a lot of energy being sucked out of the room because of it. So and also just looking at Annie Sandberg, I was like, what's happening right now? So in my opinion, I think it's gonna lose a bunch of money. I'm putting it at, what did I write here? I'm gonna put it at minus 50 million.
Wow.
Yo.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
Andy was better than some of the other people in the trailer.
Oh no, I'm not saying he did a bad job. I'm just saying the line play and just seeing Andy Sandberg, people are gonna be confused, in my opinion. And I think the excitement will get sucked out the room. So yeah,
All
minus
right.
50.
So I also think it's visually stunning. That's the thing that really caught my attention. You can tell that they took some ideas from Saving Private Ryan, from a visual standpoint.
1814, yeah.
Um,
1914, sorry.
yeah, and I'm a huge Kate Winslet fan. I think you guys already know this. I've never really seen her in anything, and I felt like she didn't deliver. Even if the movie sucked, she didn't suck in it. So I have a feeling that it might work, but it's gonna be those movies that will never really blow up. It's just gonna be those movies that people appreciate. Like it's an artistic film, but it's not really meant to be like a huge film that everybody's gonna go and love and watch over and over again and becomes a timeless classic like Titanic or something. I think it's just gonna be one of those movies that
Well, the thing is,
artists
we
are gonna
also have
appreciate.
so many World War II movies. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah, so it might get buried in that entire archive of World War movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my thoughts might make around 120 plus. Sorry, 120 minus at the box office.
All right, and just
For
to give you
me-
guys a little thing, the highest trailer only got 866 views, 866,000 views.
I was about to be like 866. I was
Hey,
like,
that'll
yo,
be
I
weird.
retract my
Those are
statement.
those
I
are
was
our
like, wow,
numbers,
and
man.
4 of them are from us.
Those are our numbers. You know what I mean?
Not Winslet numbers.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
anyway,
cool.
and now for probably the worst movie of the day, Panda Bear in Africa.
Oh,
Yeah, but don't
God.
forget that we'll still have to do Transformers, but okay, no problem.
Okay, that's not the worst. This is the worst.
Oof.
Just look at that picture, dog.
This was giving a Big Trip 3 vibe.
Yeah,
Man.
Big Trip 3. This is
It actually felt like Big Trip 3. I feel like, you know, when someone is copying your homework?
Like the
Absolutely.
premise shot itself in the foot. That's how like dumb this trailer was. It was like, oh, I've captured your friend. Like, first off, pandas and dragons in a
Yeah, like
zoo.
wasn't Big Trip 3 about a guy also like saving a
First of
dragon? or
all,
something?
how are you capturing a dragon? Like,
Yeah.
who are you to capture a dragon? Like,
100
that already threw me off. But
No, and I'm like, the dragon can fly. Like, none of you can fly. Like, the dragon could just be like, okay, I'm out, and just leave.
dude, the dragon can burp, and all of you are dead.
And then there's a
That's some
monkey, and
hot
then there's like Captain Jack Sparrow monkey style. And he's like, you have to earn your keep. And it's like, also, what is the delivery? Like, when the voice actors don't care, it just makes the animation look that much worse.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it seems like the rent is due here. Eh?
Hell
No, but
yeah.
I'm
No,
saying
I
like
think
the
it's
rent
also
is due,
just
but
that
they are
thing.
just phoning it in. Like, it just feels like the textures lose 10% in quality because of the terrible voice acting.
And it's directed by two guys. Huh. Okay.
I think that guy was trying to be the wise owl, and it just came off as, "What are you trying to do? Like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay?
You ain't
You need a
that deep.
lozenge?"
Right. Okay, so what do you guys think? Rob, what are your thoughts?
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'll give my box office quick.
Okay,
5 million minus.
Okay. Zooks?
Uh, minus 15. I'm being generous. It's probably a minus 10, but I'll give it a minus 15 for hopefulness.
Oh.
Okay.
Good.
Rob?
Okay, cool. I'll go first. It didn't even break 200,000 views. So yeah, I've got 2 million. I thought everything looked cheap, shockingly cheap. There are actually one or two jokes that actually made me laugh. So I feel like the cinematography.
Which ones?
What was the one joke about?
What the cub talking about hamsters?
I think that no. I
Oh
think
yes, the hamster one was
the
hilarious.
tea one and the hamster one. I thought those were actually not laugh out loud, but it made me smile. So I was like, you know what? That actually did something to me. As
Oh, there
opposed
was
to
the hippo scene as well. We were saving the hippo,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
frog thing.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
okay.
I watched it like Sub-Zero with ice in my veins.
But still, that's not gonna do anything for anyone. I agree. So mine is minus 2 million. Good, so you, my man.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I think the animation space is really getting worse and worse each time we're looking at these trailers. It's crazy. I mean, it was so bad
Yeah,
that last time we didn't even comment about that spider detective one.
Yeah.
Um,
What was the point?
that spider detective one was so creepy and weird. Like, what the hell was going on?
What's wrong with you when you're like, yeah, spiders?
Yeah, I think this
And
might
also,
make.
the thing is, they made everybody spiders, and I'm just like, there's no variety here. Like, it just looks like a bunch of weird spindly legs, like spinning
Tanga.
around.
Yeah,
First of
And
all,
also,
someone
it's
watched
spiders, they're
spiders.
creepy.
someone
Like,
watched across the Spider-Verse and was like, yeah, let's actually make them spiders instead. Real
yo,
spiders.
bruh.
No, I'm saying like if you had the main character as a spider and then you juxtaposed him with something else, that would be better. But it's just like a bunch of spiders. Like even A Bug's Life had other bugs.
It actually made 2.2 million. I can't believe it.
What?
Oh
Yeah, Inspector Sun.
well, that's probably Ronnie Chiang. Ronnie Chiang probably made an Instagram post and then those people went to go watch it.
Yeah, probably, man.
Yeah, because I realized that's part of the contract nowadays. Like, if you're a celebrity, you need to have a social media thing and you have to push the movie. It's crazy. But anyway,
Dude,
I think it's
it's
gonna
so
make
sad.
-2 million.
Someone got a TV role on Kazlama or whatever because they have more social media followers than you. Or now who went to acting school and knows what to do or not to deliver. I was like,
Chief, you
this-
gotta hustle. You gotta get on there and act on the reels and the things and get the people interested in you. The
Yep.
game is different now.
nah,
Yeah.
but dude, like I'm qualified for this ish. At least, like, if you give me the chance, I'll build an audience. But I
Mm.
get you, but like, come on, I can build an audience. If I'm on Komora, I can build an audience. If I'm on Scheme Sam, I can build an audience.
Like, I don't even see this on Netflix, being on Netflix. I see it being on like Showmax or something, or DSTV catch up.
Free on YouTube, Chief.
Dude, this is on ETV. This is on ETV.
After the outsurance commercials, not even box office main time.
And dog, it's in the
Mm-mm.
afternoon, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Outsurance commercial, and then
We just see Lillian Dube. She's saying that you must get your affairs in order. Then Panda Bear Africa. That's
That's one Dube. Panda Bear in Africa is coming to theaters on the 27th of September. But anyway, so it's everybody, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So the last one of the
Oh,
night
wait,
or
no,
the
Kuta, what's
day.
your number? What's your number?
Oh, I said -2 million.
All right, cool. So you with me? Okay, cool. All right, cool.
Transformers.
Now I feel like I gave it I feel like I gave it too high. Because I
You
said
said
minus
-15, Chief. I'm
Yeah,
like,
dog,
on what planet?
That's wild.
dude,
How much
I
did
was
you give
just
it?
still anyway, you know what? I'm in a good mood. Let's leave it at -15.
All right. Transformers 1, starring Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime, Brian Terry Henry as Megatron, Scarlett Johansson, Keegan-Michael Key, Steve Buscemi, Lawrence Fishburne, and John Hamm. So basically, this is the origin story. It says that an origin story set on the planet Cybertron, centering around the history of the Transformers race and the relationship between the two workers named Orion Pax and D16, going from brothers in arms to arch enemies as Optimus Prime and Megatron. It has a running time of 104 minutes, and it is directed by Josh Cooley with music by Brian Tyler.
Okay, so I'm not the biggest Transformers fan, but I've like all the Transformers media I've consumed, like outside of the Michael Bay stuff as well, which you're. But yeah, with that stuff, I'm used to hearing the voice of Peter Cullen.
Mm.
So seeing what I don't think have there ever been other voices? I'm sure they have. But it's just Peter Cullen is just the most iconic.
Yeah, he's like the Kevin Conroy of Batman type thing. Peter Cullen.
Yeah, with Optimus Prime, like my name is Optimus Prime. Like that's kind of how I know this character. So seeing what they're doing with Chris Hemsworth, sometimes it feels like he's doing a bit Thor-isms in here, like with the
Yes.
voice work. But I don't know if it's bad or if it's just me having a bias for Peter Cullen. Because I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's like unwatchable. And I think also Brian Tyree Henry, like he's not doing like Frank Welker or Hugo
right.
Weaving.
Right.
He's not doing that type of like gruff, menacing voice thing. It's kind of like they feel like dude bros who are supposed to go to arch enemies. So maybe that's the vibe that they're going for here, I guess. But I
His
don't know
voice
if
does
it
change at the
fits.
end, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't know if it fits those two characters. Like when they start off as just like regular dude bros, and like
Yeah,
like
they do sound like
like
they're doing
Optimus,
impressions.
Like Optimus Prime was the cheeky one, and Megatron was the one keeping him in line. Like I don't know about that characterization, but it does look good.
It makes sense
He,
though, Buck, because remember how someone starts and how they end is not always the
Yeah, but
same.
I'm saying like the
So
thing is with Orion Pax, like part of the from the little lore that I know. Oh, okay. I hope he comes back. Well, anyway, with Orion Pax, part of the little lore that I know is that he was kind of a church mouse who was forced into greatness.
Yeah.
Like he was just a guy who was in the library, and then things happened to him, and he had to become Optimus Prime. Okay, I'll tell Zuko now. Oh, sorry, there, Zooks. I was just saying, like, I get what you're saying about where you start and where you finish, but like Orion Pax, from how I know the lore, he kind of started off as a little bit of like a church mouse. He was like a
mm,
librarian who got thrown into a situation where he had to become Optimus Prime. And like
okay.
yeah, and like the reason why him and like they do philosophize about like the state of Transformers, him and Megatron, but like
Yeah.
they were like it was because Megatron was in like the mines. That's why he's so radicalized. Whereas Optimus Prime was like he had his head in books as Orion Pax. So that's why he's
Oh,
more
okay.
peace orientated or whatever the case is. So that was supposed to be the from what I know. I mean, somebody can comment if you're at this point in the video. First off, Chief, you are strong, but if like yeah, you can comment down below and tell me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of how I know them. So I think this is
Yeah.
supposed to be a different take. The reason why I think it's clashing is because they're saying it's an origin story. So if I'm supposed to be seeing Orion Pax and now he's this brash, I can transform something. It's like okay, but I don't know if it's bad. I just don't know if it's bad or if it's my bias. I
Yeah,
think
like
they're doing
what's the
okay.
who's the target market? That's my question.
Like if it's supposed to be Transformers fans, I don't know if you're gonna get them with this. And if it's supposed to be kids, I don't really know if you're gonna get them with this either. Like
No, that's what I'm asking.
I feel like you would go to Peter Cullen to pull in that crowd since he can still do it. Or you get a somebody who can approximate, not Peter Cullen directly, but just give that Peter Cullen vibe with
Right.
Optimus.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
Zooks.
box office. It's animated and it's got a lot of names. I can maybe see 400 million plus, maybe. And it's also Transformers. Transformers makes money, so I can see 400 million plus.
Transformers
Okay.
makes money no matter how crap the movie is. It's
Yeah.
just like what the hell?
No, except
This
for
thing
Transformers 5, because Transformers 5 did not perform well.
is it?
Yeah.
That was
The
probably
fifth
the first
one,
one.
the fifth one did not perform too well.
Is it the Beast Wars one?
No, not Beast Wars. I'm talking about the Michael Bay movies, where with the
Oh,
sword.
with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, where basically Mark Wahlberg gets a sword and all of that stuff, and Optimus
And the
Prime disappears for
dino.
2. No, no,
Yo, I
I'm not
did not know
talking
what
about
was
the
happening
dinos.
there, bruh.
I'm talking about basically what was it? Yeah, they had Merlin and like one like the girl was a descendant of Merlin and all of that stuff.
Oh wow. I know I watched it, but I don't remember.
And
Like that just
also,
shows
what's her
you.
face? Like they had a small girl. Yeah, I fight like a girl. Yeah, I fight like a girl or whatever. What was her name?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was Transformers 5. That one did not do too well. Oh, where here's how you know it. Where Bumblebee and Optimus fight enough for the trailer. There we go.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
Zooks.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Buck. The whole Optimus being the brash and Megatron being the calm one was weird. And then both of them, like it doesn't like the reason X-Men works is because Charles grew up in a certain way and Magneto grew up in a certain way. So the reason why they might have the same goal but they have different ways of getting to it, it makes sense. Here they're both working the same way. They 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 live in the same place. They work at the same area. So why are their views so diametrically opposed? That could be that would have to be very well explained for it to make sense because I don't get it. But otherwise, it looked fun. It looked like it was all right, you know. Um, them getting their powers, that was a weird one. Like you go to this old man, you get your powers, and then he just disappears. That was it.
Is it like the guru of this universe? What's going on?
Like, but it felt so weird
But
because
there's
he
a lot of
literally
stuff
said,
like that. There's kind of a lot of stuff like that in Transformers lore, from what I know. Like, there's a lot of you go into a cave and then magical things can happen to you. But I think it was kind of not explained in this
yeah,
trailer.
that's
Which,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
it's a
Because you know,
trailer, so.
yeah.
But like,
So
yeah,
I'm not gonna like bash them over it because I'm sure maybe in the movie they'll explain it better. But it just felt like they said, Cam, Rob, Zuko, you are the Power Rangers. Bye. Like, wait, what are we supposed to do? How do we activate the Power Rangers stuff?
yeah. Also, I
Yeah.
thought the
Felt like
delivery on the.
they just gave you the power and they didn't give you the manual. They didn't give you no training. They didn't even
Yeah,
do a
there's
simple
that.
explanation of what you needed to do.
But
But otherwise, it looks okay. I like the fact that Chris Hemsworth didn't try to Peter Cullen too much. He just tried to be himself. He did get bassier at the end, but he didn't try to Cullen it. So because you're not
Well,
gonna
that rollout line does kind of sound like Cullen, though.
no, but
I
it
think that
didn't.
delivery wasn't the strongest. That's what I was
That,
about to say. Like when
yeah,
he was
but
supposed to say roll out, I think maybe it's the point of the scene is that, you
Yeah,
yes,
know,
it is. It
Prime
is.
is
Yeah.
still finding his voice. But
Yeah,
I
he's
think it's
supposed to
just a
sound like
weird
that.
way to cut the trailer because it's just like rollout is like one of it's like I am vengeance, I am the knight, I am Batman. It's like one of those most.
Avengers Assemble, kids
Yeah,
next door,
it's
battle
like
stations.
Optimus Prime saying Autobots roll out is like one of the most iconic. It's the most iconic line in that franchise. So I
mm.
think cutting to it on Optimus being awkward, I don't know if that's a good way to sell the trailer. I think I would have just cut it out and just had it in the movie play out regularly. But that's just me.
And also if you're gonna have it like that, have him have a weak one and then have him have a strong one.
Yeah,
Because
that
then
probably would have balanced it
that
out.
would
Yeah.
rather show his growth. That would be a better way
Yeah.
to show his growth.
I
Like,
guess I guess maybe it's like that thing with Simba roaring when he's a kid and the hyenas laughing at him, and at the end, after fighting Scar, he roars as an adult and it's a proper roar. Maybe he's gonna do a proper rollout in the climax. I don't know.
yeah,
We'll
but
see.
we're just saying for the trailer for it to hype you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the first one in, the weak one, and then get the strong one in. Then you're like, oh yeah, baby Optimus. But when you just do the weak one, you just left with the weak one. It doesn't
Mm.
give you that fire. But in general, the trailer looked decent. It looked alright. It looked like it'll make money
Okay.
from the trailer. So I'll give it a 350 plus. No, 300 plus. Sorry.
Hey guys, it's sad that none of us are so enthused that we're giving these things like 7, 8, 9, a billion.
Mm, I don't think. Look, if it was Cullen, maybe because that voice ain't tang.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I
when
just meant
Optimus,
all the films that we've covered today.
sometimes when Optimus is speaking, dog, lena ke batla go tsena ke tsene mo ntweng, but I'm like, hey, whiskey, dog, I'm gonna die. What am I doing?
Okay, Rob, what do you think?
Well, I was gonna say, um, you're right. There aren't that many big numbers, but to be fair, I think we're forgetting theaters are in trouble right now. So you know what I mean. There's a reason why we're not saying New Metro and Kineko, because theaters are
Right.
in trouble. So we're not gonna get multiple billion-dollar movies. Not gonna happen. And to be fair, they shouldn't actually be what the normal. If you actually think about it, only superhero movies break that barrier. I mean,
Right.
normal movies don't normally do that,
And
which
it's
is why.
also been to their detriment because the thing is that executives have gotten a big head about these billion-dollar movies. So they
Yeah.
just start forgetting to write, they start forgetting to direct, and they're just like, yeah, we can do whatever and make a billion. And then they find out the hard way, no, you can't.
That is true. And also, they also increase the standard of movies. So now, if I work as a cinematographer in a superhero movie, and I work in a smaller movie, I'm going to expect the same paycheck or a similar paycheck. Do you know what I mean? If I'm the gaffer.
Yeah.
And
Do you guys think that the MCU has really messed up the status quo of movies?
Mm-mm.
yes,
I think executives didn't learn the lessons they were supposed to. And I think they've done, because it's just a repeating thing in Hollywood. Like the MCU is just the latest iteration, but they did this with YA novels when Harry Potter was kicking around. They
Right.
did this, they like, and we can go as far as back as Ben-Hur, and people were trying to do Ben-Hur all over again. Like the thing is, Hollywood as a machine, it always just like, let me repeat what works. And the thing is, they forget the reason why it worked in the first place, and they just keep churning it out anyway. Like action movies did the same thing, westerns did the same thing. I just think the MCU is the latest iteration of that. And if superheroes fall off, which I don't think they will, something else will come in and everybody will start just doing that.
okay, I slightly disagree. I agree and disagree because yes, you're right. Something else will take its place, but you have to remember the standard money that's coming in right now. This may not happen again because you have to remember like the age of Ben-Hur. There was a time when movies used to be expensive before the age of Ben-Hur, Lawrence of Arabia. I think even I think Cleopatra was a movie at that time, where these movies used to cost the money they Marvel money, right? And then nothing really took its place. Westerns were big, but they were never Lawrence of Arabia big. So they never made, so in studios never did that again until recently. And now we're kind of stuck with this expensiveness that kind of, because you have to remember Disney, right? I don't know if you guys remember this, but this was years ago. Disney tried to fight the movie company, the movie studios, not studios, theaters. There we go. Tried to fight them to be like, from now on, these are what we want from now on because you can see
Right.
our movies are making money. So we want X percentage of the revenue, and we want more theaters. And then I think the movie theaters had to like team up and be like, oh no, you don't. Do you know what I mean? So I think there was like a balance that was met there, but doesn't matter because now the new standard is so high. And now remember, streaming has destroyed the DVD market. So now that's gone. And Disney is forcing prices up, even though they can't match it now. That's permanent. So I think what's going to happen, or rather logically, what should happen, even though I don't want it to happen, is there'll probably be a movie crash, a market crash in the movie theaters. We're gonna lose a lot more theaters, a lot more bad things will happen, and then they'll probably do a reset. I think that's what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah,
But I'm
because
saying
this
I
this
feel like that
sequels
crash,
thing.
but I'm saying I feel like that crash is just coming from the way like it's been a long time coming, is what I'm saying. I just
Yeah.
feel like Hollywood in general, they have not changed their MO for years and years on end. Like something successful happens. Perfect example, right? Matrix comes out and now every movie has a slow motion scene.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's just kind of, I feel like because of it became a conveyor belt or whatever the case is, like, and then now on top of the expensiveness that you're mentioning, like they're not doing anything to like kind of earn the money. Like they're not doing anything to put butts in seats. So it's like, oh, okay, yeah. So I can definitely see like a whole like, yeah, like it's gonna be bad for a while. Like movies are gonna maybe go away, maybe streaming will become consolidated, and then yeah, boom, and then theater comes back somehow.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I can see that happening.
Oh yeah, the Highlander is the Highlander of these streaming companies is already happening. I mean, you see now what's it, Hulu and some of these other ones, these American ones are like, guys, we're just gonna put a few ads back in. And it's like, okay, but then why am I here then? I thought the whole idea was no ads. Now you're worse than cable. Then now you're worse than DSTV now. A lot of these things are happening. As you're saying, actually they're happening already. But just to give you an idea, just like you said, like the Matrix was so big, right? That people started copying the Matrix, which was a
With that
huge
time.
thing.
Yeah.
Now, remember the mega beast that was the Matrix, 462 million. That's a failure today.
Yeah, it is.
That's a box office fail today.
Well,
That's like
no, I mean it's relative to the budget though. It's relative to the budget.
budget was 63 million.
No, I mean it doesn't look impressive because the MCU has trained us to think that movies should make $1 billion.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's the thing.
That's my
Like,
point. We've been trained, and now the studios. Oh, Indiana Jones cost 200 million. Why?
yeah,
Why? Why
You know,
would
there
They
was
are
a
mad.
point. There was a point where when movies made 20 million, it was like a huge success, bro.
Yes,
You remember those days?
the good old
Mm-hmm.
days. That's how old we are,
but
guys.
that's when you could take 5 rand chappies and you can like, I mean 5 rand and you can go buy out the whole garage.
Yeah.
That's
All
true.
right.
Like your parents would give
But
you
yeah,
$10 and you'd just be like, why are you giving me so much money?
okay, but that's the tangent. Let me actually talk about the movie, which I haven't done yet. Okay, I'm actually genuinely excited. I think there's hope for this movie. Because to me it gave me potential. What's his name now? Black Panther. Michael B. Jordan. What's his character again?
Killmonger.
Killmonger vibes. There we go. I'm like, oof, if they do it right, this could give us Killmonger 2.0 vibes. I feel like the market would want something like that, especially if they somehow manage to make it intelligent without having to go too dark, obviously. This has the potential to be fantastic. I think it has so much potential. And just so you guys know, 14 million views in the trailers. So, it's got positive energy. So it's definitely not going to be under 100 million. I don't see that happening. So I'm going to give it a positive plus 450 million just to separate myself. So I'm going to give it a
So
positive.
me and Zuko did plus 300, right?
I've
Yeah.
got here. Okay, no, I've got minus 400 for Buckmeister. So plus 300.
Oh,
Oh, are you going to keep it or change it?
let me say plus 400. I'll say plus 400.
Okay, so plus
Because
400.
it's a Transformers. Like Transformers as a brand is still like it's still strong-ish. Like the merchandise still sells.
It's definitely giving Hasbro a lot of money.
And like people
like
love Optimus Prime and Megatron. So like getting to see the origin of that or the
Yeah.
version of this one is gonna
And
it's gonna
Bumblebee.
yeah.
But I'm going to say it is based entirely on word of mouth. I think if it relies on the IP in itself, it won't break 200. I think if it turns out that it actually does give a positive Killmonger vibe with Megatron having like you almost understand Megatron more than you understand Optimus, which a lot of writers like to do nowadays with a lot of their writing and their
But
story.
I feel like
have you
that's
seen
also kind of
Mufasa?
lazy. I feel like
That's
it's
very
very, very
lazy.
lazy.
Yeah, it's giving Mufasa vibes. Yes, I think if they do that, if
Yeah,
they win on
because
that,
it's like, yeah, because
Yeah.
when you look at Mufasa, like Scar is actually a prince of a pride of lions, like, and
No, but
Mufasa is
like
just like some
that is
orphaned
just a
cub.
travesty upon the
And
source material. Good God.
Yeah. It makes
Travis.
it makes no
absolutely no
sense,
sense.
dog. Because people
Yeah,
in the comments were saying, yeah, then that means that Scar was right. Like, but anyway,
Yeah.
going back to this,
hey, dog, we live in a world where
going
they
back
want
to
to say
this,
God is evil. Yeah, but yeah, going back.
I feel like Scarlett Johansson is actually sidelined in this thing. Maybe it's because maybe her character is not as iconic as Optimus, Megatron, or
No,
Bumblebee.
no,
But I
Yes,
just
I
feel
no.
was
like,
like, why is she
I,
there? Yeah,
yeah, I feel like why is she there? Like her role could have been played by anybody else. Like anybody could have played that
they wanted
role.
to amp
But
it
Yeah,
up.
but I give it
anyway,
give
going
the
back to this,
actress.
What?
yeah, look, some of the action sequences look decent.
Hmm?
That whole thing that you guys were talking about now, it's been done to death. I mean, I think you and I, Rob, were talking last week. We were using Moses and Ramesses as an example in the prisons of Egypt, that we've seen it before,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So maybe the Transformers franchise should just take a rest because I don't think they're gonna make the money that they assume that they're gonna make. Lego Batman made like over $1 billion, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
What?
But that was good
Yeah, Lego
storytelling
Batman
and
made
word
like
of mouth. Remember, that was word of mouth.
yes.
And I have
But
seen
this
some marketing for Transformers. Sorry, I was going to say I've seen some marketing for this, so that's a positive sign.
I don't think it's gonna make $1 billion, but I think it might make 500. Okay, maybe around 600 minus.
I think the Transformers fans are also loyalists. Like they don't want this thing to go away. So I think they'll try and support it
Loyalists.
anyway. And also they're not Michael Baying. Like this does feel like some OG, like they're trying to take OG Transformers and put a twist on it.
Yes.
So I think for that alone, people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, let me give this a shot."
By
But
OG, you mean the 1980s
yeah,
animated
1980s
film, right?
G1 animated, yeah, basically that's what they're gonna try and do. But like then after that initial shock or whatever, then it's up to word of mouth and the actual quality of the film because designs won't save it. There's been other Transformers series that have come out, like there was one on Netflix and Transformers fans did not like it, even though it did all the G1 classic stuff. So
Mhm.
I think the John Cena one didn't even make money. What is it called again? Bumblebee or something?
Bumblebee. Didn't it make
I'll tell you now. 468. So
From a budget of
135.
not terrible, but
not terrible, but
terrible.
not that profitable.
it's not bad.
Yeah,
not
bad.
but it's not touching what the Michael Bay movies were doing,
Yeah.
except for the last one maybe.
So that's makes me think. But now I'm gonna keep my number. Yeah, I think about the
All right.
same. Yeah.
So that's about it, right?
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah, that's everybody.
All right. Okay, guys, thank you so much for checking us out, and we truly appreciate all the number of subscriptions we've been getting. I see that there's a bit of improvement. Do like, share, subscribe, comment. Check out these guys. I promise you, if you like any of the stuff that we're doing here, if you follow these guys individually, you will not regret it. I promise you. Thank you so much. This is African Frame. Let us know if there's any other films that you guys want us to review or have a look at. I do know there are other trailers of other films, but we're just specifically focusing on those that are on New Metro. But if you have any other suggestions, let us know in the comments and we'll definitely check it out. From myself, Mr. Extraordinary, Rob Sibeko, Buckmeister Cool, and Zanazuka Mlambo. We'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.
Are we?
Ah.